See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vale. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. You may wonder what makes us different here at First Federal Savings Bank. We have been intertwined with this community for over 80 years. Here at First Federal Savings Bank, we take pride in Lincoln County, and that's why you see us donating time and resources to local charities and the schools in our community. Being a hometown bank is more than just a saying for us. It's about action and impact in the community in such a way that present and future generations are proud to call Lincoln County home. Stop in and see us here at First Federal Savings Bank today. Equal housing lender and member FDIC. It's back, the Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th, packed with entertainment including 2 big demolition derbies, October 1st and 8th. Ride Our for Rides will be there with 6 new rides, including The Beast. Shows include Hot Diggity Dog, Act Monsters Chainsaw, Renee Riddle, ventriloquist comedian and singer Sylvia Fletcher, The Victorious Circus, and more. Go online and get your advanced all-day armbands for just $20. The 2022 Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th. For more information, go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. Start up the savings on your auto insurance with a stop at Turner Hauser Insurance Group in downtown Lincolnton, your area insurance agency. Jamie Hauser invites you to stop in and find out how you can save money on all of your insurance needs, from home to auto to commercial to farm to life. Visit them at their office at 228 East Main Street, downtown Lincolnton. Just look for the big blue awning. That's Turner Hauser Insurance Group, your area insurance agency. Call 704-732-9577 or visit the website at turnerhauserins.com. It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special Thursday night edition of high school football here on LincolnCounty.com. Tonight, we travel out of the county to Bandys High School, where the visiting Lincolnton Wolves will take on the Bandys Trojans in a 2A conference game. These two teams are on a similar track in their seasons. Both teams lost their opener, had close wins in their second game, and lost their third non-conference game. After a bye week, the conference season started, and both teams had a disappointing loss in the first week of conference. For Lincolnton, it was a 7-6 defeat at Bunker Hill. And for Bandys, they went out to West Lincoln, had the lead 21-7, but a furious second half by the West Lincoln Rebels tied it up, and they scored the go-ahead and winning touchdown with just over 2 minutes to play. And Bandys drove down the field but threw an interception to seal the game for West Lincoln. Then last week, both teams had good victories. Lincolnton with a thrilling 22-21 victory over Newton Conover, where they were down 21-8, scored a touchdown to make it 21-15, and then scored the winning touchdown twice. First time, it appeared they had scored the touchdown. An 90-yard punt return by Andre Bost was called back because of face mask on the return. So that gave them the ball at the 15-yard line with 2 minutes to go and 85 yards to go. The big play on that drive was a 70-yard pass from Bost to running back Kamani Heath, his first reception of the season, a 20-yard pass that he weaved down the field for a 70-yard gain that put Lincolnton inside the red zone. Then they scored the winning touchdown. As time ran out, the players were piled up on the field. The referees were trying to get him apart to see if he scored, and they ruled that Bost was in the end zone. That tied the game, and the extra point, with no time left on the clock, gave Lincolnton the victory. So and then last week for Bandys, they went up to East Burke and had their best performance of the season, a 35-14 victory, as they salted that game away early and controlled it, had their best offensive performance of the season, a good balance of passing and running, got them the easy victory. So tonight, Lincolnton travels up Buffalo Shoals Road to get to Bandys. Now last year, Lincolnton won 27-7, where they overcame a 7-0 halftime deficit to outscore them 21-0 in the third quarter and 6-0 in the fourth for the victory. It was part of a 4-game winning streak for the Wolves that started with a win over Newton Conover just like last week. Now will history repeat themselves, as that 4-game winning streak allowed Lincolnton to get into the state playoffs at the end of the season. So both teams are looking to see if they can put a second game on their winning streak as they meet here tonight. You're listening to the Bean Brothers Hardware Stadium pregame show. We'll be back with more after this 60-second timeout.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Bandys High School, to Gary Butler Memorial Stadium, and to Coach Randy Lowenfield.
Lincolntoncounty.com, it's by KTC.
Varsity football game. Tonight, our Trojans host the Wolves of Lincolnton High School. It's homecoming 2022.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
And joining us for the second straight week on the Bean Brothers Hardware Stadium pregame show is the coach of the Lincolnton Wolves, David Byrd. Coach, coming off a last-second thriller with Newton Conover, it's got to be real helpful to pull out a game like this, and it helps take a little disappointment out of the game against Bunker Hill.
Yes, sir. After the previous week against Bunker Hill, our kids were a little down. We told them that we thought if we take some mistakes out and if we all stayed together that we were going to be fine. We just got our margin of error. It was going to be less, but we were just going to go week by week and just put it behind us and move forward. I think we did that, and we performed well under pressure.
And the resilience came in the fact that not only did you make the comeback, you were down 21-8 at one point, and you had scored a touchdown to make it 21-15, and then it looked like you had scored the tying touchdown, but had it on a 90-yard return by Andre Boss, and it was called back for a face mask penalty, which you don't normally see on the receiving team. But then you went 85 yards, drove down the field, and got the touchdown on the very last second of the game. That says a lot for the heart of your team.
Yes, and we tell our players and to play the game. There's at certain times calls may be missed. Calls maybe it could go either way. It went against us the week before, but what we can control is our play and our execution. So we took the penalty back. We went back 85 yards and executed, went down the field, and made a great drive. And at the same time, we were scared about Newton being a very their kickoff return team was really good, and we were scared of them and them having the ball and them taking it down. So we decided let's try to get this thing and let's bleed the clock out and not give them the ball back, and it just happened to work out that way for us.
And on that drive, you had some big plays there, especially the pass to Monty Heath, where he caught about a 20-yard pass over the middle and then rumbled down the field on a 70-yard play, 70 of the 85 drive. That was a heck of a play, and that really got some momentum going in your direction, got you close to the goal line.
Yes, we called a play, and Kamani, a lot of times he'll take heat in practice because we had a summer league where he was open for a touchdown, and he dropped a pass right over the middle. But the quarterback had confidence in him, and our line executed the blocks, and we threw it right down the middle. He was open. He made the catch and made a great run after, and really set us up for that last drive, the last 15 yards. Yes, sir.
And Heath was also important in the rest of the game as well. He did a good job running the football. I noticed that late in the first half, you went to the full house backfield on the drive that you scored the touchdown on, and that really seemed to get your offense going.
Yes, we told our kids that we wanted to be more physical. We've been throwing the ball more, and our running game inside has not been really what it needs to, and we were not controlling the clock. And so we went to the big bone. We used to call it big bone, so we're calling it the big bone again, where we go full house backfield. We get big, and we're just grunting, and we're going to chew up some clock, and we want to be physical with the other team, and hopefully put it in.
Yeah, it worked quite well, especially when Kamani was going behind the left side of your line. He was getting pretty good yardage on every play. You were able to methodically move the ball down the field.
Yes, sir. We've moved some of our defensive people in the backfield. They're real aggressive. Easton Dellinger and Tegan Strutt. They want the ball, and they want the ball in their hands. And we figured out a way where they could help contribute blocking and sometimes getting the ball. So all three of those can get the ball. They're all pretty good athletes, and they all got good size, and they move well for the size they are.
And then you mentioned that they came over from the defense, and your defense held you in this game again. You held the Newton Conover to 95 yards passing, which is the first game this year they've been held under 150 yards. Plus you had an interception, and the only one that really did anything running-wise was the quarterback, which we figured in as a dual-threat quarterback.
Yes, we're trying to make some adjustments in practice to about the quarterback, and that was a concern of ours after we looked at the stats. But I was very proud of the secondary and the whole defense for holding Newton's big plays down, and we made them drive the field, and it probably frustrated them. And our defense takes pride on takeaways and also not letting other team have big plays, which can be big momentum swings, and we were able to do that.
So this week we're at Bandys on Thursday, and it's Thursday that we're doing this. So you and Bandys have had kind of a similar season. 2 weeks ago you both had disappointing losses. You bounced back last week with wins. You're both 2-3 overall and 1-1 in conference. And you're both fairly balanced on offense. You've got a good amount of rushing versus passing. Should make for a pretty good matchup, don't you think?
Yes, sir. And when we looked at them on film, they're very fundamentally solid. They don't beat themselves, and we're going to have to play a good football game in order to beat Bandys. They're very solid. They have a good kicker, and we're very concerned about what they could do and the preciseness with which they can execute their offense, and they play good, solid defense, too.
Well, Coach, we thank you for joining us on the Stadium Pregame Show brought to you by Bean Brothers Hardware, and thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with more from the home coach, Jason Barnes, right after this.
Thank you, sir.
So that was Lincolnton coach David Byrd talking about last week's game and the season and this upcoming game against Bandys. So after this, we'll come back with Bandys head coach Jason Barnes. You're listening to the LincolnCounty.com Game of the Week. We'll be back in 1 minute on KTC Broadcasting.
It's back, the Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th, packed with entertainment including 2 big demolition derbies, October 1st and 8th. Right Off Rides will be there with 6 new rides, including The Beast. Shows include Hot Diggity Dog, Act Monsters Chainsaw, Renee Riddle, ventriloquist comedian and singer Sylvia Fletcher, The Victoria Circus, and more. Go online and get your advanced all-day armbands for just $20. The 2022 Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th. For more information, go online at clevelandcountyfair.com.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
High school, it's homecoming week, so there's some homecoming festivities going on pregame. So while that is going on, we talked this morning to Bandys head coach Jason Barnes about tonight's matchup.
And now joining us on the Bean Brothers Stadium Pregame Show is the coach of the Bandys Trojans, Jason Barnes. Coach Barnes, thanks for joining us on the pregame.
Thanks for having me.
You had a tough loss there at West Lincoln where they scored a touchdown with 2 minutes to go, and you tried to pull it out. But then you went on the road again last week and had a good victory over at East Burke. Says a lot for your program to bounce back with that strong of showing.
Yeah, not taking anything away from West Lincoln, man. They are a good football team. we just didn't play all 4 quarters in that game. And we let some things slip by us that we shouldn't have. And, of course, we ended up on the losing end with that one. But I feel real good about the game with East Byrd, man. I thought our kids played exceptional there. We played 4 quarters, and the whole time throughout the game we were preaching, do your job, nothing more, just do your job. And I felt that we did a pretty good job in that, and obviously we came out on top.
Well, it was your best offensive performance of the season. You had good balance both passing and running the ball in that game.
Oh, yeah. Well, offense coordinator, he did a great job. Coach Bone and then Coach Mike Helms assisted with there. So they really put together a good game plan for them.
Hey, you had some good pass plays. You had big runs. Just a good balance, and it seemed to keep East Byrd off balance.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely giving our offense credit, but, at the same time, our defense did a really good job in terms of shutting their run down to kind of make them do the things that they're not comfortable with doing, and that was we were able to get the ball back in our offense's hands so that they were, obviously able to capitalize on having the ball a lot of times.
Yeah, I was looking through the stats for your defense. If I read that correctly, Mr. Hirschberger had a lot of tackles, 18.
I apologize, and I meant to update it. That is a typo. That is my fault. That is Raiden Brooks that you're looking at, and it shouldn't have been Hirschberger. They were right next to each other when it came plugging it in and Max Preps. But Raiden ended up with 12 solo tackles, and I think it was six assists and an interception. And he was lights out. Very exceptional performance. But I tell my linebackers, just like I tell my running backs and quarterbacks and everybody, you're not going to be good unless those dudes in front of you are good. So your performance is a reflection of the lineman's performance in front of you. So our defensive line, they played great last game.
Well, regardless of which player it is, 18 tackles in a game, that's a lot of tackles. And he's proven an interception.
You're right.
That's quite a performance. Did he sell popcorn and direct a band at halftime,
too? he might have. But don't tell him that. We won't be able to fit his head in a helmet. That thing will get big.
Okay, now coming up this week, you've got Lincolnton, and 2 teams here that are on a similar track. They've been close in every game. They've won some games, lost some games. You're both coming in at 2-3, 1-1 in conference. A lot of parallels here. It'll be interesting to see which team can assert themselves and maybe push themselves further up in the conference standings.
Oh, yeah. Well, Coach Byrd, he's done a great job over there. After watching scouting videos on them, man, I tell you, they've got a lot of talent. They do a lot of different things that can hurt you. Their quarterback, he's one of those guys who's hard to catch. He really is, and he's as elusive as they come, and that, honestly, that makes their running game very, very potent. But at the same time, it kind of opens their passing game up for them a little bit. So, I'm not sure what their balance is in terms of throwing and running the ball overall, but I tell you, the way they're doing it, they're dangerous, both ways, and their defense flies around. So it's a good football team over there, and we're going to have our hands full tonight. There's no question about it.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us in the pregame show, and make sure your hat's on tight tonight. Could be a bit breezy as we go a night early because of Hurricane Ian. See how things go tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Bandys coach Jason Barnes on the Bean Brothers Hardware Stadium pregame show. We'll be back to take a look at some of the key players to watch and the opening kickoff You're listening to the LincolnCounty.com Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KTC Broadcasting.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts, too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nealon Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Back at Bandys now, we're going to take some time and look at some key players to watch in tonight's game. Key players are brought to you by Key Builders of Lincolnton. So taking a look for the visiting Lincolnton Wolves, of course on offense things start with the quarterback, Andre Bost. He comes in completing 64 of 105 passes for 567 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. And then for rushing, they've had some issues with rushing this season, but last week, Kamani Heath was able to gain 70 yards, which is one of the better performances for Lincolnton this season on the ground. But a lot of key yardage, especially on the drive right before halftime, that got them a touchdown and got them on the board. Also, receiving-wise, you've got Andrew Phelps, 27 catches, 1 touchdown, and Anthony Odom, 17 catches, also 1 touchdown. Over on the defensive side, the leader is Easton Dellinger, 49 tackles, 2 for losses, and 11 other players with double-digit tackles. Andre Phelps not only catches the ball, but he intercepts the ball, as he has 5 interceptions in 5 games this season. And Caden Smith has 5 tackles for loss. For Bandys on the other side, their quarterback has also had a good season. Sophomore Wyatt Wesson is 33 of 62, 518 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's been throwing the ball to Cash Obregon, 13 catches, and Logan Williams, also 13 catches. And then Nolan Jones, out of the backfield, has 12 catches. So they spread the ball around to several receivers to make it difficult to defend. Rushing-wise, as we mentioned, Nolan Jones in the backfield, 58 carries for 263 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Elliott Spicer, 40 carries for 268 yards. So again, splitting it, balancing things out in the rushing attack. On defense, as you heard in the pregame interview, Raiden Brooks has been a terror on defense. 18 tackles last week, 12 of them solo tackles, and it gives him 70 tackles on the season and 5 tackles for loss. So we'll be keeping an eye on Brooks to see if he's able to stir things up and disrupt the Lincolnton offense. There's one other factor tonight we want to talk about, and that is tropical storm. Well, it'll be tropical storm when it gets here, but Hurricane Ian is already having a bit of an effect on this game. Here at Bandys, the field faces east to west, and looking at the flag right now, there's a pretty decent breeze that's blowing from right to left for the most part. It's not directly behind the team going to the left, but it is 3/4 behind them, so it'll be interesting to see if that will affect the kicking games, if that will affect the passing games. There's times where the flag's not out too well, and there's other times like right now where it's a pretty good breeze, and it could affect how things are played. So the teams are about to come onto the field. I'm bringing you the game tonight. Running solo tonight, I'm Dave Potter. My usual sidekick, Jason Sane, is still recuperating, had a bit of an accident. Hopefully he'll be back next week. We hope he's getting better. So, Bandys is about to, and Lincolnton are about to run on the field. The coin toss has been made. So we'll be back with the opening kickoff on the Lincoln County Game of the Week in 60 seconds, brought to you by KTC Broadcasting.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincolnton. Call 704-735-2508 and online at nesbitoil.com. Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
Back now at Bandys, both teams getting ready for the opening kickoff. Both teams have taken the field. It is homecoming for Bandys, and it appeared half the stadium was out on either side to line up as they ran out on the field. So Lincolnton will get the ball first. They will be going from left to right. So in the first and third quarter, Lincolnton will be working into the wind. And in the second and fourth quarter, Bandys will be going into the wind. So Bandys will kick off to start the game. Kicker is number 9, Fletcher Harris. Harris with a good leg and a decent breeze behind him. Going this direction, we may expect to see some touchbacks. Back deep for Lincolnton, number 3, Nehemiah Lynch. Number 4, Ian Stansel. And number 7, Andre Bost.
Number 7, Andre Bost. Number 4, Ian Stansel.
So we're ready to go here at Bandys. Trojans versus the Wolves. Thank you for joining us on LincolnCounty.com. There's the whistle. Harris is ready. And there's the kick. It's a high kick, deep, fielded at the 1-yard line. It's Bost. He comes around to the right sideline, gets around the coverage before he's finally shoved out of bounds. Good return for Bost. Gets it out to the 37-yard line. So that's a 36-yard return for Bost. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 37.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Lincolnton on their 37-yard line.
So Lincolnton comes to the line. I formation, wide receiver on each side is Odom. To the top of the screen, handoff is to Heath. He goes over the left side. There's not much there. He's stacked up on the left side of the line of scrimmage by number 25, Ian Moore.
Ian Moore on the tackle for the Trojans. Loss of 1, it's 2nd down.
So a -1 on the first play. And the Wolves will have it 2nd and 11. It was a short one they lost, so it's still close to 10 yards. Bost rolls out. He's in the backfield. He's being chased, gets outside, steps out of bounds.
Andre Bost on the keeper for the
He gets out to the 40-yard line, so they get the loss back plus 3 more. So gain of 4 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Wolves. Lincolnton comes to the line. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field, 1 in the backfield. That's Heath. Heath goes to the left, cuts it back up the middle. He's got an opening and the first down. Ball comes loose, but he had already hit the ground. His arm came down, hit the ground as he fell to the turf. But it will be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for Lincolnton at their own 49-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the play. And the Wolves are near midfield. Now 4 wide receivers for Lincolnton. 1 back in the backfield, that's Heath. In motion. Boss fakes a handoff to the jet sweep. Goes over the right side. Works his way over the 50-yard line into Trojans territory, but not very far, as he's brought down at the 49-yard line. So a gain of 2 on the play.
Gain is to the Trojan 49-yard line, and second down and 8.
He had Odom coming from the top down to the bottom on a jet sweep, faked the handoff, and kept it himself. And now an empty backfield for Lincolnton. 2 wide receivers near side, 3 to the far side. Boss back, rolls out to his left, throws out into the flat. He's got Odom. It's caught. He's hit, pushed backwards, and then the rest of the Bandys defense brings him down.
Pass complete to Anthony Odom. Tackle made by Scotty Miley. Lost back to the original line of scrimmage, is third down and 10.
So there's no gain on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for Lincolnton at their own 49. Actually, there'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Boss takes a snap. This time he hands it off to Odom on the jet sweep around the right side. He's got an opening. He's out across the 40, breaks it back towards the inside, gets inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. So that'll be another Turner Hauser Insurance first down as Odom takes the jet sweep and gets into Trojans territory to the 32-yard line. So a gain of 19 on the play. Nice play there. This time they hand off to Odom. He goes around the right end, and he's got some open field. So another new formation, 2 tight ends. Hand off to Heath. He goes over the left side. Hit at the line of scrimmage, works his way forward for maybe a yard before he's shoved back by half the Bandys defense.
Samuel Hill making the initial contact for the Trojans. Gain of 1, it's second down.
So gain of 1 for Heath.
From the Trojan 31.
And the ball's at the 31-yard line. 8:18 to go in the first quarter. No score. First possession of the game is still Lincolnton's. They've driven the ball from their own 37 to the Bandys 31. 2 wide receivers each side. Boston the shotgun. Stansel in motion. Handoff is to Stansel. He goes around the left side. He's being chased, and he'll actually lose yardage on that play. He was trying to go around the left side, but good pursuit by the Bandys defense shoves him out of bounds behind the sticks. They mark it at the 34-yard line, so Stansel will lose 3 on that play.
34-yard line is third down 12.
It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Wolves. As they have a long way to go to keep this possession alive. 3 wide receivers to the right. Boss calls the signals. Back in the shotguns, looking downfield. Fakes it. Now he's being chased, gets away from a lineman, rolls around the right side, and is hit hard inside the 40-yard line.
Andre Boss keeps the ball for the Wolves.
That's going to count as a run, but it's also going to be a loss on the play. Back to the 37-yard line, so a loss of 3 on that one. And it's going to be 4th down and about 15.
Losses to the Trojan 37-yard line.
And Lincolnton will punt.
4th and 15.
Back to punt for the Wolves, Peyton Rangel. Back to receive for Bandys is Nolan Jones, number 4. He's standing about his 8-yard line. High snap. Rangel is able to corral it. Gets a nice high spiraling punt that hits about the 2-yard line, squirts sideways, and just goes into the end zone behind the pylon. So it's a touchback, and Bandys will have their first possession at their own 20-yard line.
Trojans from their 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, 6:40 to go, no score. First possession of the game. Wyatt Wesson under center. Drops back, rolls to the right, throws out into the flat. It's a little bit high, over just off the fingertips of his intended target. So that'll fall incomplete.
Pass intended for Cash Obergon is incomplete. Anthony Odom defending for the Wolves. 2nd down 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice throw, tight spiral, but just a little bit too high and off the fingertips for no gain. Pitch in the backfield. It's Jones over the right side. He's got an opening, works his way forward, out across the 35-yard line. That'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for Bandys as they get out to the 36-yard line. That'll be a 16-yard gain for Jones on the first carry of the game. Handoff. Almost missed the exchange in the backfield. He piles into the line. It's Nolan Jones again. This time he's not going to gain any yardage, and in fact may lose half a yard.
Andre Boss to make the tackle.
They mark it right at the 36, so no gain on that play. They almost missed the exchange in the backfield. And we do have a penalty marker on the play. It's a face mask against Lincolnton.
Penalties marked off to the 41-yard line.
So it's only the 5-yard variety.
It'll be 1st and 5, Trojan.
It'll be 1st and 5. Carry by Jones goes around the right side. He's shoved out of bounds just short of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that'll be another Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Bandys.
Gain is to the Trojan 49-yard line. First down Trojans. That first down sponsored by Tenor Recovery.
So the second first down of the drive, they're at the own 49-yard line. So we reached the halfway point of the first quarter. Wyatt Wesson fakes a handoff, keeps it, goes over the left side, plunges forward. He gets to about the 48-yard line. So now they're in Lincolnton territory. Generous spot. They get him down to the 47. So it looks to be about a gain of 4, so to be 2nd and 6. Wesson hands off up the middle. It's Elliott Spicer. He breaks through a hole. A little bit of extracurricular behind the play. Easton Dellinger, an alignment for Bandys. But Spicer bursts through the right side of the line, gets over the 40-yard line. Down to the 38. It'll be another first down for Bandys.
Another Tenor Recovery. First down Trojans.
Gain of 9 on the play for Spicer, and the drive continues for Bandys. I formation, Wesson under center, Hands off to Jones up the middle. He's got room, breaks a tackle. He's at the 10, the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Bandys. Nolan Jones with a 38-yard touchdown run. And that puts Bandys ahead 6-0 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Fletcher Harris on for the What's Up Shopper PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it's good. So with 5:10 to go in the first quarter, Bandys out to the 7-0 lead. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Need metal roofing? Then you need to see Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing in Lincolnton. At Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, saving you money. Featuring premium paint systems, painted fasteners to match, and 1 to 2 day turnaround. 29 gauge material in stock with 22 colors to choose from. It's the largest selection of colors in North Carolina. Plus, they will custom cut your length. Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincolnton. Call 980-429-2278. Triad Corrugated Metals is now hiring Class A CDL drivers. Summertime is here, and the Rye guys at Rye Heating and Air in Lincolnton says you can get last-minute full-service maintenance now for just $85. The package is normally $135, but now just $85. You get your entire cooling system evaluated, plus drain cleaning, outdoor unit cleaning, and they will provide you with any options to prolong your system's life and prevent breakdowns. Find out more. Call Rye Heating and Air at 980-389-0008. Online at ryeheatingandair.com. Call today.
Boss takes it, drops it at the goal line, into the end zone, brings it up, goes again to the right sideline, finds an opening, and works his way out to the 24-yard line. So a 24-yard return on that play. And that'll put Lincolnton 1st and 10. And the ball's marked at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 Lincolnton from their 25-yard line.
So 7-0, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bandys with the early lead. So that was an 80-yard drive by Bandys in 7 plays. As they march right down the field, capped by the touchdown run by Nolan Jones. Wolves, 3 wide receivers. Boston, the shotgun, drops back, looks around. Now he rolls out to the left. Looks downfield, lofts a pass down the field. He's got Odom. Odom makes the catch at the far sideline, just about the 39-yard line. So that'll be a first down for Lincolnton on that play.
Gain is to the Lincolnton 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Wolves.
So gain of 13 on the play. And the Wolves are at the 38-yard line. Play clock down to 5. They're going to need to hurry. 2, 1. They just get the snap off. Quick pass to Odom on the near sideline out in the flat. He makes a defender miss, works his way into the middle, and gets out to the 49-yard line. And that'll be another Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Wolves. So another pass to Odom. He's been the target every time. And a gain of 11 on that play. So after the loss on the first one of 1, they've connected on a couple passes since for 13 and 11 yards, both for first downs on this drive. Bost under center, hands off to Heath in the backfield. He's met behind the line of scrimmage.
And off to Kamani Heath.
Not sure if he got back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it'll be a loss of 1 on that carry.
Camden Monjean making the tackle.
Bit slow developing, and there was good penetration by the Bandys defense. So it'll be 2nd and 11. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bandys with a 7-0 lead. So Bost again under center, I formation. Heath bumps into his own man in the backfield, breaks a tackle, pulls the defender down the field. He gets over the 40-yard line. Nice solid run by Kamani Heath. He gets to the 39-yard line of the Trojans, and it'll be another first down.
Game is to the Trojan 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Lincolnton.
So another Turner Hauser Insurance first down as they get to the 39-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. Lineman comes to this side. Heath to the right, up the middle. Finds a gap, works his way through, and gets inside the 35-yard line to the 34. Or the 33, so another gain of 6. So Heath starting to put up some good numbers rushing.
33-yard line.
Building on what the Lincolnton Wolves were able to do last week, is they had their best rushing attack of the season. So 2nd and 4 from the 34. And now they've gone to the full house backfield they used last week. Same play, Heath over the left side, turns it back up the middle, gets over the 30-yard line, down to the 27, and it'll be another first down for the Wolves. Another 6-yard gain for Heath. That gives him 7 carries for 33 yards. Of course, all stats are unofficial, as I'm trying to do play-by-play and stats at the same time, so please don't compare what I have to what you see on Max Preps next week. Bost again to Heath out of the full house. He goes over the left side, follows his blockers. He's contacted about 3 yards downfield and is able to drag the pile another yard, so a gain of 4. After a couple passes, now Lincolnton's gone to a steady diet of Kamani Heath, and mostly behind the left side of the line, same as last week that worked so successfully. This time, it's up the middle. Couldn't see who the ball carrier was. It was not Heath on this play. It was number 23, Tegan Strutt on the carry.
Ian Moore making the tackle.
He gets down to the 19-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 4 for Strutt. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Again, full house backfield. Strutt up the middle. Tries to plunge his way forward for the first down. He's pushed back by Bandys. This will depend on where they spot the ball. Based on the signal from the referee on the near side, it will be a Turner Hauser first down for the Wolves.
Tegan Strutt again on the carry.
So
Ian Moore making the tackle.
So Strutt with a carry gains 3 yards when they needed 2, and it's another first down for the Wolves. Still staying in the full house backfield. Easton Delliger keeps the ball. He goes up the middle, works his way inside the red zone.
Strutt on the rush. Nolan Jones making the tackle.
Easton Dellinger with the carry.
It's going to be 1st and goal for the Wolves from the Trojan 5-yard line.
So he gets down to the 5-yard line, gain of 13 for Dellinger on the play. And it's 1st and goal at the 5. Dellinger again carries the ball, hit at the line of scrimmage, but manages to get forward
on the carry.
Down to the 1-yard line. So a gain of...
Tackle made by Raiden Brooks.
Raiden Brooks with the tackle.
Second down and goal from the
2nd and goal from the 1. We're at 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lincolnton trying to get on the board. Bost keeps it, goes behind center.
Andre Bost.
Touchdown, Wolves.
For the Wolves.
It's a Gates auction touchdown for the Lincolnton Wolves with 22.7 on the clock. The score is now 7-6, awaiting the What's Up Shopper point after touchdown attempt. So the question with Lincolnton is, do they go for two or do they kick? Last week, Peyton Rangel was 2 for 2 on extra points, and he's on to try this one. Bost will hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. So the score with 22.7 to play is all tied up at 7. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachfield Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31. Get your fall plants too. And don't forget about their new big mulch yard. And they now carry ammo and Diablo blades. And just arrived, a big new shipment of Husqvarna mowers for residential and commercial. Plus chainsaws for the arborists. The new Bean Brothers Hardware, 969 Reachfield Road in Lincoln. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 to 5 on Saturday.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
Back at Bandys, Peyton Rangel, squib kick, high, bounces high, fielded by number 5, Justin Oplinger, at about the 28-yard line. He's only able to advance it about 6 yards, so it will be 1st and 10 for Bandys at their own 34-yard line. 17.5 seconds to go in the first quarter, so they might get one play here. Starting that last drive for Lincolnton, 75 yards, 12 plays, so they really grounded out, literally, as Kamani Heath and Easton Dellinger did the bulk of the work. Wesson under center, full house backfield. Handoff is to Nolan Jones. He goes around the right side. He's got some room. Works his way to the sideline. He gets out of bounds.
Jones on the carry for the Trojans. Taken out of bounds by Ian Stanso.
Jones goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. It will be holding against Bandys. So maybe that's what allowed him to get outside. The holding call will push Bandys back. Their first penalty of the game.
Penalty's marked back to the 31-yard line.
But a 15-yard penalty puts it back to the 31-yard line. It's from the spot of the foul, so it was a gain of 6 for Jones on the play. But then a loss of 10, so it's 1st and 14. Unusual number. Again, handoff to Jones up the middle. It's fumbled, picked up. Lincolnton has it. Fumble was picked up by number 33, Traylon Bost. So the fumble was recovered by Bost with 8.8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Lincolnton from the Trojan 22.
So the first turnover of the game goes against Bandys. Traylon Bost picks it up. We still have 8.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lincolnton still going from left to right at this point. And again, they line up in the full house backfield. Handoff is to Easton Dellinger. He goes over the right side, works his way up through the middle, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. So that's the end of the first quarter. On the First Federal scoreboard, we're all tied up at 7. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable, quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
You may wonder what makes us different here at First Federal Savings Bank. We have been intertwined with this community for over 80 years. Here at First Federal Savings Bank, we take pride in Lincoln County, and that's why you see us donating time and resources to local charities and the schools in our community. Being a hometown bank is more than just a saying for us. It's about action and impact in the community in such a way that present and future generations are proud to call Lincoln County home. Stop in and see us here at First Federal Savings Bank today. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
The red zone, they're down to the 17-yard line. That was a 5-yard gain for Dellinger on the last play of the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5. Ball is on the 17-yard line. 2nd and 5. Full house backfield this time. It's Kamani Heath over the left side. Works his way forward. First contact is several yards downfield. He gets inside the 10-yard line to the 1. It'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Wolves. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So a gain of 9 on the play for Heath. Handoff up the middle.
Kamani Heath on the carry.
Heath again. This time he gets down to the 2-yard line. So a gain of 7 on his 10th carry of the night already, and we just started the second quarter. So 2nd and goal for the Wolves.
Going to be 2nd and goal.
Ball is on the 2-yard line on the left hash. Full house backfield again. Handoff to Dellinger this time. He's trying to work his way through. Tries to lay over the pile. Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. There's the signal. It's a Gates Auction touchdown for the Wolves. A 2-yard plunge by Easton Dellinger, and the Wolves take the lead 13-7.
Peyton Rangel to attempt the point after.
So Peyton Rangel on to attempt the What's Up Shopper point after touchdown. Andre Bost will hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, almost blocked. There's the signal. Did not see a signal. Finally, they say it's good. So, on the First Federal scoreboard, it's 14-7 Lincolnton early in the second quarter. We'll be back with high school football, Lincoln County Game of the Week, in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
So a touchback for Lincolnton, and Bandys will have the ball at their own 20-yard line. So a 22-yard drive, 5 plays for Lincolnton, only 52 seconds on the clock, and they take a 14-7 lead as they take advantage of the turnover. The fumble recovered by Traylon Bost, and now Bandys will be going into the wind in the second quarter. Wesson throws quick out in the flat. He's got Nolan Jones. Jones gets to the sideline, and he's going to be close to a first down. Depends on the spot. He's forced out of bounds.
Antonio Wilson making the tackle.
And the ball is right on the 30-yard line, so that'll be a first down.
Gain is to the Trojan 30-yard line. That's a 10 recovery. First down, Bandys.
So exactly 10 yards on that play. Quick pass in the flat to Nolan Jones. And first down right at the 30-yard line. High snap. Weston brings it down. He hands off up the middle. As the rugby pile gets close to the first down. Elliott Spicer on the carry. He got through about 6 yards before first contact, and then the rugby pile moved forward. And it'll be another first down for Bandys, as Spicer gains 11 yards on that play. So another Gates Auction first down. Turner Hauser Insurance first down. Bandys, 2 consecutive first downs. They have the ball on the 41-yard line. Wesson quick over the middle of Jones. He's got it. Catch is made. Tries to avoid a tackle. It's finally brought down by number 4, Ian Stansel, but not before he gets into Lincolnton territory at the 48-yard line.
That gain is to the Wolves, 48-yard line. Another 10 recovery. First down.
So another catch by Jones, this time for 11 yards and a first down. His second catch and the second completion of the game for the Trojans. 2 wide receivers to the top, 2 in the backfield. Wesson quick out in the flat again. It's Jones again. He manages to stay in bounds. No, it's not Jones. It's number 5.
Complete to number 6, Logan Williams.
Logan Williams.
Easton Dellinger making the tackle.
Logan Williams with a catch.
That gain is to the Wolves.
He gets down to the 35-yard line.
That first down sponsored by Tedder.
Gain of 13. As the Trojans are quickly into Lincolnton territory at the 35. Nolan Jones takes the handoff, goes out to the left side. He tries to get it around the play, but a flag came in from the sideline. I think we're going to have a holding call on number 2, Cash Obregon. Obregon was out there trying to block. The flag came in from the official closest to the play.
Holding.
And it is a holding call against Bandys. That'll push them back. So Jones will get credit for the carry. He'll be pushed back to the 44-yard line.
Going to be first and 19 for the Trojans from the Wolves 44.
So Jones picks up 1 yard, but you get a 10-yard penalty. And now they're back. It's first and 19. Wesson rolls out to his left, looks downfield, throws. He's got a receiver. It's Cash Obregon. He goes to the turf but makes the catch. That gets the ball to the 35-yard line.
Pass complete to Justin Opplinger.
And that will get it back to the original line of scrimmage. So gain of 9 on the play.
To the Lincolnton 35-yard line. Second down, 10.
And it'll be second and 10. 9:13 to go. Lincolnton with a 14-7 lead. With Bandys is driving as they're at the Lincolnton 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right. Fake in the backfield. Weston throwing downfield. He's got a receiver, and there's going to be interference on that. 2 flags came in there, but it looked like Williams made the catch. Yes! Williams was interfered with at about the 4-yard line, got bounced around. Flags flew in from every direction, but he kept his concentration. The ball bounced off him, and he caught it in the air and falls into the end zone. A 35-yard touchdown pass from Wesson to Logan Williams. So the penalty is declined.
Interference against the Wolves is declined.
So with 8:52 to go, it's 14-13. There's a bit of a delay here. Not sure why. I don't know if they have special kicking balls in high school that they use for field goals, extra points, and such. But I think we're finally ready to go. So on to kick will be Fletcher Harris. Wyatt Wesson will hold. And snapping will be Luke Burkett. Snap high. Wesson puts it down, and it's hammered through. So Fletcher's kick is good. Fletcher Harris is good with the extra point. So on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, we're all tied at 14. You're listening to High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
It's back, the Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th, packed with entertainment including 2 big demolition derbies, October 1st and 8th. Right Off for Rides will be there with 6 new rides, including The Beast. Shows include Hot Diggity Dog, Act Monsters Chainsaw, Renee Riddle, ventriloquist, comedian, and singer Sylvia Fletcher, The Victoria Circus, and more. Go online and get your advanced all-day armbands for just $20. The 2022 Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th. For more information, go online at clevelandcountyfair.com.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
The kickoff into the wind. He kicked it all the way to the 2-yard line, fielded by Andre Bost. He brings it out to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lincolnton. So that scoring drive, 80 yards in just 5 plays. Most of them passes for Bandys, and they've tied the game up at 14 apiece.
First and 10 Lincolnton from their 21-yard line.
So they'll start at their own 21, 1st and 10. 1 wide receiver each side. I formation. Handoff in the backfield to Heath. He brings it over the left side again, finds a little running room, gets out over the 25-yard line before he's tackled.
Tackle made by Delson Hilliard.
They mark it at the 27, so gain of 6 for Heath on that play.
Gain is to the Lincolnton 27-yard line. 2nd and 4.
As Heath has now got 11 carries for about 58 yards. So good performance by Heath tonight. Piggybacking on the good performance last week as well. The Lincolnton rushing game looking better. Handoff again to Heath, again left side. Works his way back to the middle of the formation.
Heath on the carry.
Getting a little chippy there. Heath is tackled. The ball's ripped out after he's on the ground. Heath didn't like that, but it will be a Turner Hauser first down for the Wolves as they get out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6 for Heath. As he's now over 60 yards in the first half. 7:45 to go, second quarter, 14 apiece. Lincolnton with the ball. Handoff to Heath again, over the right side this time. He's met just past the line of scrimmage. They have trouble getting him down.
Initial contact by Delson Hilliard.
He gets out to the 38-yard line, gets forward progress. Another gain of 5 yards for Heath.
Gain is to the Wolves' 38-yard line.
So the Lincolnton offensive line doing a good job. They're keeping the ball on the ground. Most of their plays have been on the ground. They've only thrown 3 passes so far. Full house backfield. Everybody goes to the left, and this time Heath is blasted in the backfield. He's tackled by number 54, Samuel Hill. Hill slanted in and hit Heath hard in the backfield.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
And stops Heath for no gain. One of the few times tonight
On the Lincolnton 39-yard line.
he's been stopped, so it'll be 3rd and 5 at the 39-yard line. Full house backfield. Up the middle. Not much there. Ball stripped out.
Heath making the tackle.
Heath with a carry. It was stripped out. The ball was stripped out by number 56, Camden Mongine.
Fumble for the Trojans.
Heath got maybe a yard on the play, and the ball was just pulled right out. So a fumble by Lincolnton,
Trojans from their 25-yard line.
and that sets up the Trojans at the Lincolnton 25. So they're on the plus side of the field. Lincolnton had a short field earlier. Now Bandys has a short field. We'll see if they can take advantage. Weston under center. Man in motion. It's Obregon. Pitches to Jones going left, back where Obregon came from. He gets out to the corner, gets around the outside.
Pitch back to number 4, Nolan Jones.
It's finally dragged out near the sideline.
Tackle made by Kamani Heath for the Wolves.
Tackle made by Kamani Heath. But Jones gets down to the 15-yard line.
A 10-yard recovery. First down, Trojans.
10-yard gain, and it'll be a first down. Halfway through the second quarter, 14 apiece. Bandys with the ball in the red zone at the 15-yard line. Taking a little time coming out of the huddle, play clock down to 5. Quick to the line, Wesson hands off up the middle is Spicer. He's got the ball, keeps it, gets over the 10-yard line to the 9.
Elliott Spicer on the carry for the Trojans.
Spicer gets down inside the 10-yard line to the 9, gain of 6.
Gain is to the Lincolnton 9-yard
So it'll be
line.
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
And a timeout is called by Lincolnton. 5:25 to go. Bandys threatening. You're listening to the LincolnCounty.com Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Nathan Bean and Mark Wilson are happy to announce the opening of Bean Brothers Hardware and Supply, formerly Carolina Hardware, and they invite you to drop in soon. They have new hours too. Now open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday 6 to 5. You'll still find Husqvarna mowers, trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, and they now are a Skag dealer. Same great selection with more choices, plus pool supplies and chemicals too. Ask about lawn care and landscaping with Bean Brothers Landscaping. So drop by soon, the new Bean Brothers Hardware and Supply, formerly Carolina Hardware, 969 Reesville Road in Lincolnton. Like them on Facebook too.
What's the best way to explain the golf at Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden? It's world-class golf for the working class. Yes, golf is never better than it is at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden, with special programs for seniors, men, ladies, and juniors, plus a driving range, banquet facilities, and a swimming pool, picnic area, and more. For your tee time or other questions, call 828-428-2451. The Glen Oaks Golf Course, 245 Golf Course.
He's knocking on the door. Weston with a quick pitch to Jones. He's working around the left, comes back, cuts back, gets down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is. So Jones works around the left, then cuts it back up the field.
Gain is to the Lincolnton 4-yard line.
So the ball's at the 4-yard line. It'll be 5-yard gain. First and goal for Bandys from the 4-yard line. Clock rolling, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, or first half. Again, Bandys taking time out of the huddle, 4, 3, and they're going to take a timeout. So again, you're listening to LincolnCounty.com, Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts, too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nealon Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Back here at Bandys, they're on the field. Jones takes the ball, goes over the right side. Touchdown, Bandys, as they take the lead back. Nolan Jones with a 4-yard touchdown run. So it's a Gates auction of Lincolnton touchdown for the Bandys Trojans and Nolan Jones, as they take a 20-14 lead, pending the What's Up Shopper extra point. Weston to hold, Harris to kick, snap, hold, kick. And he blasts it over the fence, the screen behind it, so it's good. So now with 4:54 to go in the first half, 21-14 Bandys, you're listening to high school football. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we...
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincolnton. Call 704-735-2508 and online at nesbitoil.com. Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company.
So each team has one turnover, giving the other team a short field, and both have capitalized. So Bandys now has a 21-14 lead. That's on the First Federal Savings scoreboard. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 24. Just under 5 minutes to go. Bost rolls out, throws a pass, loops it downfield. He's looking for Dellinger. Dellinger's well covered by number 5. Justin Oplinger.
Justin Oplinger defending for the Trojans. It's 2nd down and 10.
So the pass was meant for Easton Dellinger, but it falls incomplete. So after 3 completions to open a game, the first incompletion for Andre Bost, 2nd and 10. That scoring drive for Bandys was 25 yards, 4 plays, and it gives Bandys a 21-14 lead, 4:41 to go in the quarter. Bost again back to pass, throws it towards the sideline, intended for Anthony Odom, but again, good coverage by Bandys. This time, It's number 2,
Andre Boss
Cash Obregon.
intended for Anthony Odom.
So another incomplete pass.
Braden Brooks defending for the Trojans. Third down and 10 for Lincolnton from their 19-yard line.
So it'll be 3rd and 10. So they're starting at the 19-yard line, not the 24. My mistake. And the play clock gets down close to 0. So a timeout is taken by Lincolnton. That's their 2nd and a half. We'll keep it here.
A few more Spirit Banner sponsors we want to thank include Pure Fitness 24/7, Pursuit Physiotherapy and Performance, Rehoboth United Methodist Church, Riverside Masonic Lodge, number 606.
So they're going to talk it over. 2 passes, neither were particularly good. As they were floated down the field, made it easy for the Bandys to defend them, as they had good position on each pass and were able to bat them away. So it'll be 3rd and 10, 4:39 to go in the half.
The ball's on the Lincolnton 19-yard
And it's still on the 19-yard line. Lincolnton comes out with 3 wide receivers, with only Kamani Heath, 4 wide receivers now as Peyton Rangel runs on. Only Heath in the backfield. Boston the shotgun. This time he rolls out to his right, throws down the field. He's got a man. Pass is caught by number 8, Antonio Wilson. He's close to the first down. And he does have it. It'll be a Gates. It'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down as a gain of 11 on the play. Pass is caught by number 8, Antonio Wilson, gain of 11. So Lincolnton gets out to the 30-yard line. They still have a long way to go. And the clock rolling with 4:22 to go in the first half. Again, 4 wide receivers. Bost fakes the handoff on the jet sweep, keeps it, goes around the left side, and he's corralled at the line of scrimmage by number 11, Scotty Miley. So Miley with a good tackle, and no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It's 2nd down, 10.
So 4 completions in the first half for Lincolnton, 3 to Anthony Odom and 1 to Antonio Wilson. The rest has been the running attack, mostly Kamani Heath, 14 carries for 69 yards at this point. Play clock's down to 4. Lincolnton has to hurry. Little confusion. Bost on the end around, back to Dellinger. He's looking downfield. Dellinger unloads. He's got a receiver downfield, but underthrows Anthony Odom. Odom was open, but Dellinger's pass stayed in the air a little bit too long, and that allowed Cash Obregon to get back in coverage and bat the pass away. Some of the Lincolnton crowd was looking for interference, but Obregon was going backwards, playing the ball. Perfect defensive play on that, but we've got a player down for Lincolnton. So while they're attending to the player on the field, you're listening to high school football on KTC Broadcasting. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Need metal roofing? Then you need to see Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing in Lincolnton. At Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, saving you money. Featuring premium paint systems, painted fasteners to match, and 1 to 2 day turnaround. 29 gauge material in stock with 22 colors to choose from. It's the largest selection of colors in North Carolina. Plus, they will custom cut your length. Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincolnton. Call 980-429-2278. Triad Corrugated Metals is now hiring Class A CDL drivers. Summertime is here, and the Rye guys at Rye Heating and Air in Lincolnton says you can get last-minute full-service maintenance now for just $85. The package is normally $135, but now just $85. You get your entire cooling system evaluated, plus drain cleaning, outdoor unit cleaning, and they will provide you with any options to prolong your system's life and prevent breakdowns. Find out more. Call Rye Heating and Air at 980-389-0008. Online at ryeheatingandair.com. Call today.
Player. 3:22 to go in the half. And so far they have not moved the player at all. Still lying on the turf at about the 25-yard line. That last play, Boss came to his left, handed off to Easton Delegar on the reverse. He pulled up, tried to throw a long pass down the field, threw it about 35 yards, but he needed to throw it 40 as Odom was behind the defense, but had to wait for the ball, and that allowed Cash Obregon to get back in coverage and deflect the pass. The injured player for Lincolnton
Camden Ray is the injured Lincolnton player.
is number 69, Camden Ray. He's being helped off the field, hopping off on his left foot with his right foot in the air. So some kind of lower leg injury. He goes off, and it's going to be 4th and 10 for Lincolnton. Excuse me, 3rd and 10.
The ball is on the Lincolnton 30-yard line.
Their ball on the 30-yard line, 3:19 to go. 4 wide receivers. Stancil in motion. Bost rolls out to his right. He's looking to throw. He's being chased in the backfield. Throws downfield. Loops it, and it's caught. Caught by Stansfield. He works his way back to the center of the field. Gets to the 49-yard line. So the pass is complete to Ian Stansel. Gain of 19 on the play.
And he's to the Lincolnton 49-yard line.
And it'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Wolves at their own 49-yard line. Clock rolling, just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Plenty of time for Lincolnton. Full house backfield again. Heath comes over to the left side again. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for 3 yards. Tackle made by number 54, Sam Hill.
The 3-yard gain to the Trojan 48.
But a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7, now at the Trojan 48-yard line. Bost, back to pass, loops one downfield. He's got a receiver, number 11. Peyton Rangel. Rangel was open, but he just led him a little too far. And the pass falls incomplete to the turf.
3rd down 7.
Some interesting scores around the area. We'll bring them to you at halftime. But right now it's 21-14 Bandys, 2:14 to go in the half. Lincolnton at the Trojan 48-yard line, 3rd and 7. Boss back. Pressure, he keeps it, goes around the right side. He's got a first down. He's marked down at the 40-yard line. Boss looked downfield, but not for very long. Keeps the ball.
Gains to the Trojan 40-yard line.
And it's a gain of 8 and a first down. 1st and 10, 2:05 to go in the half. Lincolnton driving now at the 40-yard line of Bandys. High formation. Kamani Heath over the left side again. First contact is 2 yards down the field. But he works his way forward for a 5-yard gain, and now a late flag coming in from the back judge. So a gain of 5 for Heath. Let's see what the penalty is.
Penalty marker on the play.
Lincolnton moving with the ball at their back. Personal foul. It'll be on the Wolves. So Heath will get the 5-yard. Will he get the 5-yard run? We'll have to see.
Penalties marked off to the 50-yard line.
So it's a 15-yard penalty against Lincolnton.
It's going to be second down and 20.
But since it's from the spot of the foul,
from midfield,
it will only be 10 yards on the play. Second and 20. So it looks like Heath will get the 5-yard credit. So a 15-yard penalty after the play. Heath and an eye. Bost rolls out to his right, looks downfield, throws over the middle. He's got a receiver. Pass is caught by number 4, Ian Stansel.
Tackle made by Delson Hilliard. Gains to the Trojan 41.
He gets to the 41-yard line. 9 yards on the play. Gets most of the penalty yardage back, so it'll be 3rd and 11. Just over a minute to go. Heath comes to the sideline. Handoff is to number 33, Traylon Bost. He goes around the right side, heads for the sideline, and is knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So gain of 8.
33-yard line. 4th down and 4.
So 4th and 4. 57.1 to go. Lincolnton in plus territory at the 33, but looking at 4th and 4 as they wanted to stretch this possession. Boss back to pass, quick throw. He's got Stansel out in the flat on the left, makes the catch, breaks the tackle, goes down the sideline and is tackled at the 14-yard line. That'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Wolves with 50 seconds left.
Going to be 1st and 10, Lincolnton from the Trojan 14-yard line.
So the pass is complete again to Stansel. Gain of 19 on the play when they needed 4. And a timeout is called.
Timeout, Trojans.
So the Bandys Trojans take another timeout. Just 50 seconds left in the half. Lincolnton knocking at the door. First down at the 14. We'll keep it here. We'll have a bit of an extended halftime this week. It's Bandy's homecoming. So the normal 15-minute halftime will probably be closer to 20. So on 4th and 4, Bost with a quick drop hits Stansel out in the left flat. Stansel gets through one tackle, works to the sideline. Gain of 19. They do have the wind at their back, so if they do want to attempt a field goal right before halftime, Peyton Rangel will have some help. Dellinger lines up on the left as a tight end. Pitch is to Traylon Bost. They see that one in the backfield. He's thrown out of bounds for a loss, but the problem was he was thrown out of bounds. Penalty flags come flying in. And we'll probably have a hit out of bounds on Bandy's. So a loss of 7 on the play. But with the penalty, it'll be half the distance to the goal, so that'll be an 11-yard penalty against Bandy's. They're third of the half, each one of them double digits. So 1st and 10 for Lincolnton at the 11-yard line. Quick pass out in the flat. It's Odom. He's got the ball, tries to work his way, breaks the tackle, gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolves. Another Gates auction touchdown for Lincolnton.
Touchdown, Lincolnton.
A quick pass out in the flat. It's pulled in by Odom. He makes the catch, works his way around the defense, and walks into the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown pass. So that makes it 21-20, waiting on Rangel's extra point. Brought to you by whatsupshopper.com.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware.
Snap is high, he gets it down, kick is up. And it is good. So Boss Corral's the high snap, gets it down, Rangel kicks it through, and we're tied at 21. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KTC Broadcasting.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachville Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31. Get your fall plants too. And don't forget about their new big mulch yard. And they now carry ammo and Diablo blades. And just arrived, a big new shipment of Husqvarna mowers for residential and commercial. Plus chainsaws for the arborists. The new Bean Brothers Hardware, 969 Reachville Road in Lincoln. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 to 5 on Saturday.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
So again, Rangel takes advantage of the wind, kicks it into the end zone on the fly. It'll be a touchback. So with 38.3 seconds left in the first half, we're tied at 21 apiece. It's been a very interesting back and forth first half. 81 yards in 14 plays for Lincolnton on that drive, but it only took 4 minutes. And it looks like Bandys will just take a kneel down here. They're in the victory formation. Weston takes the snap, kneels down. Loss of 1 on the play. He may have to do that again.
It's going to be second down.
Clock is rolling. 20 seconds to go. The play clock's at 30, so Bandys will not need to snap it again. And we'll go to halftime here at Lincolnton. Bandys. Lincolnton and Bandys tied at 21 apiece.
21.
And a little bit of trickeration here. There's still 3 seconds on the clock. Lincoln has started to run off the field. Bandys is running a play. There's a lateral. Obregon gets it to Nolan Jones. Jones gets it over to number 5, Justin Oplinger. What in the heck was that? Was that legal? The Lincolnton coaching staff is not happy about that. Close the door. That was crazy. There's going to be a conference on this one. It looked like Bandys was not going to run another play. They start walking to the sideline. Lincolnton starts running off the field. Then with 5 seconds left, they run back to the line, snap it. Wesson throws a pass to Obregon. Obregon laterals it to number 5, Justin Oplinger. He goes the length of the field. So let's see what happens here. Is that a touchdown? The Lincolnton crowd obviously is not happy. The Lincolnton staff is equally unhappy. But the touchdown's going to stand. Well, now there's a conference. All the referees are gathered at the 5-yard line. We'll just have to wait and see what comes out of this. They were lined up correctly. So there's a penalty on Lincolnton, probably too many men on the field because they were walking to the locker room. Coach Byrd's out talking to the head official. That's one of the craziest plays I've seen. The only thing probably crazier was Cal and Stanford with a band on the field. So Bandys lined up quick with 5 seconds left, snapped it. Lincolnton in total disarray. They're running off the field. A lateral from Obregon to Oplinger. He goes down the left sideline and scores. So the only question was how many yards was that? I didn't notice where they had started the drive. Again, still having a conference with Coach Byrd on the near sideline. Bandys has a bit of a strange setup here. The press box is on the visitor side of the field, so Lincolnton is down in front of us. Bandys is on the far side. This conference has been going on longer than most reviews in college football games. The only thing missing is the guy in the red shirt who holds up the clock for the timeouts in the college games. When it's 15 degrees, that's the most hated man in the stadium. So the conference has finally ended. Coach Byrd slowly retreating to the sideline. Not at all happy. So the touchdown stands. It's 20, so it's a Gates auction touchdown, one of the strangest ones you ever want to see. And Fletcher Harris is on to kick the extra point with no time on the clock. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be procedure against Bandys, so that'll push it back 5 yards. Not a problem for Harris. They have a large net not too far behind the goalpost, and he's been flying it over them. So a little trickeration at the end of the half, and Bandys trying to go in the locker room with a 7-point lead. Snap, hold, and kick is blocked. Falls to the turf, so the extra point, the What's Up Shopper extra point is no good. And now we've got a fight breaking out down on the field. Players on the return team, on the two special teams, have gotten into a fight. Kamani Heath is involved. There's a lot of players from each team involved. Peyton Rangel. Helmets are taken off. Coaches are trying to get out there and separate them. Not sure what started that, but both teams were involved. We'll have to see who may still be in the ball game after this. Obviously, Lincolnton very upset. They're trying to get their team off the field. Referee standing in the middle of the field. Again, Coach Byrd is in his ear. So we're going to have another conference. We're going to keep it here. There's penalty markers all over the place. The extra point was blocked, so the halftime score will be 27-21. The question at this point is how many players are going to get ejected? That got ugly fast. Both teams' coaching staffs hustled out there trying to break things up quickly. And I'm not sure if that's a fan on the field or if that's a coach, but there's a police officer and a security person keeping an eye on them. So Lincolnton heads into the locker room. We'll try and get some information at halftime, but the conference is still going on. They haven't even started the halftime clock yet. While this is going on, Bandys heading finally to their locker room. Lincolnton's already there. The coaching staff's out on the field. Security is on the field for both teams, trying to usher people into the locker room and calm things down. So a big play at the end of the half, and then a fight after the blocked extra point. So they have started the halftime clock. So we're going to take a timeout here. The halftime score, Bandys 27, Lincolnton 21. We're going to take an extended timeout here to catch up on halftime stats and try and figure out what's going on the field. So you're listening to the high school football game of the week from Lincoln County. We're going to take a 4-minute timeout, and we'll be back on KTC Broadcasting.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachville Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31. Get your fall plants too. And don't forget about their new big mulch yard and the Dow Carry Ammo and Diablo blades. And just arrived, a big new shipment of Husqvarna mowers for residential and commercial, plus chainsaws for the arborist. The new Bean Brothers Hardware, 969 Reachville Road in Lincoln. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 to 5 on Saturday. You may wonder what makes us different here at First Federal Savings Bank. We have been intertwined with this community for over 80 years. Here at First Federal Savings Bank, we take pride in Lincoln County, and that's why you see us donating time and resources to local charities and the schools in our community. Being a hometown bank is more than just a saying for us. It's about action and impact in the community in such a way that present and future generations are proud to call Lincoln County home. Stop in and see us here at First Federal Savings Bank today. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department. Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nealon Coal Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that matter to their employees, customers, and neighbors. Over the years, United Bank has grown in size, but their community focus has not changed. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. United Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
Son of Dale and Heather Opplinger. Miss Skylar Hinkle. Skylar is sponsored by Mr. Eric Vasquez, the son of Antonio Vasquez and Maria Garcia.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. the durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
From each team out there still talking to the officials. So let's do a recap of what happened. So here's the scoring in the first half. Bandys opened the scoring, 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Nolan Jones with a 38-yard touchdown run, and that made it 7-0 Bandys. Then late in the first half, Lincolnton took advantage of a turnover by Bandys. Andre Boss with a 1-yard touchdown plunge, and right towards the end of the first quarter, the score was just 7-7. In the second quarter, Easton Dellinger scored on a 2-yard touchdown run for Lincolnton to make it 14-7. Then, a couple minutes later, you got a touchdown, a 35-yard touchdown pass to Logan Williams. He catches it, goes in the end zones, 14-14. Now we're tied up again. 4:54 to go in the first half. The 4-yard touchdown run by Nolan Jones makes it 21-14 Bandys. And then on a late drive down the field, long drive by Lincolnton, chews up a lot of clock, 38.3 seconds left. Boss to Odom, 11-yard touchdown pass, and we're tied at 21. And then the craziness set in. After a touchdown, or a touchback on the kickoff, Bandys ran one play where Wesson took a knee, and with the clock lower than the play clock, it looked like the half was going to end. Bandys just slowly worked towards their sideline. Lincolnton took off for the locker room, and they had probably 20 players on the field when with 4 seconds left, suddenly Bandys lines up quickly, snaps the ball, throws a pass to Cash Obregon. He takes it to the 50-yard line, pitches it to Justin Oplinger. Oplinger takes it the final 50 yards down the left sideline. So it's an 80-yard touchdown pass at the end of the half. The Lincolnton coaches were not happy. There was a long conference on the field with Coach Byrd. It didn't end to his satisfaction, so they brought the teams out to kick the extra point. The extra point was blocked, but in the process, a fight broke out at the line of scrimmage. Several players were involved on each team. Helmets were off on some people. We're going to have to wait and see. The referees are been talking out in front of the field house for Bandys for a good 10 to 12 minutes. They're still there while homecoming goes on behind them. So we're figuring there'll be some ejections because there were helmets off. There was quite a fracas. We'll try and get word on what happened there. In the meantime, it's 27-21 Bandys with a lead over Lincolnton. So again, we'll take about a 3-minute timeout. I'll finish up the stats, and we'll come back and go through and see who's done what in the first half. You're listening to the high school football game of the week in Lincoln County. We'll take a 3-minute timeout.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at Weston Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at Weston Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westonsales.com. See their page at whatsupchopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
What's the best way to explain the golf at Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden? It's world-class golf for the working class. Yes, golf is never better than it is at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden, with special programs for seniors, men, ladies, and juniors, plus a driving range, banquet facilities, and a swimming pool, picnic area, and more. For your tee time or other questions, call 828-428-2451. The Glen Oaks Golf Course, 245 Golf Course Road in Maiden. It's world class for the working class.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincolnton. Call 704-735-2508 and online at nesbitoil.com.
It's time to go to work at Triad Corrugated Metals in Lincolnton. They're now hiring for manufacturing jobs, and they'll train. Just drop by their location at 108 Industrial Park in Lincolnton. And with Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, thus saving you money. See one of the largest selections of colors in North Carolina. That's Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincolnton. For more information, call 980-429-2278. Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
Now through October. Mention this radio ad and you can save on a one-time maintenance special from Rye Heating and Air in Lincolnton. This program is regular $135, but now through October is just $75. Don't wait till it breaks. Get a preventive maintenance today to ensure your system is in safe working condition for the long winter season. Also, take 10% off all air purification products and smart thermostats. Again, mention this radio ad and save at Rye Heating and Air. Call 980-389-0008 or visit the website at ryeheatingandair.com. Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021
tonight. They will send the video to Raleigh, to the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. They will review the video and determine who will be suspended, if anybody. I imagine there will be suspensions, but they will be suspended for the next game, so that could affect things down the road.
Homecoming king will be announced after their show.
The next game for Lincolnton is a home game next week against West Caldwell. And for Bandys, next week they play arch rival Maiden. So it'll be interesting to see who will be suspended and will miss out on the games next week. All right, so let's take a look at the halftime stats. So taking a look at Lincolnton first, you've got number 7, Andre Bost, with 5 carries for 11 yards. These are the rushing stats. Number 18, Easton Dellinger, 3 carries for 22. Kamani Heath, 16 carries for 77 yards. Tegan Strutt, 2 carries for 7 yards. 1 carry for Anthony Odom on a jet sweep, 19 yards. And then 1 carry by Ian Stansel. He lost 3 yards on that play. So Lincolnton has 133 yards rushing in the first half. Easily their best half of rushing the football of the season. On the passing side, 12 passes attempted by Lincolnton, 7 completions. 1 pass was by Easton Dellinger. That fell incomplete. So 7 for 11 for Andre Bost on the completions for 93 yards. So Lincolnton has 226 yards of offense in the first half. The leading receiver for them is Stansel. He's got 3 catches for 24 yards. And Stancil also has, Odom has 3 catches for 24 yards, and the leading receiver is actually number 4, Ian Stancil. He's got 47 yards. Over for Bandys, the leading rusher is Nolan Jones, 8 carries for 80 yards, including the 38-yard touchdown run for the first score of the game. Then you have Wyatt Wesson, 2 carries for 3 yards, and Elliott Spicer, 3 carries for 26 yards. So Bandys has 109 yards rushing.
Your attention, please. The administration is
Passing-wise,
to remind you that only players.
They are 5 of 6. Wesson has thrown all the passes. He's completed 5 of them for 145 yards, but 80 of those yards came on the trickeration at the end of the half. So they have 145 yards, 254 yards of offense in the first half. The teams went up and down the field in the second quarter as they put 5 touchdowns on the board in the second quarter alone. Taking a look at some other games around the area, Bunker Hill leads West Lincoln 17-14. South Point leads Crest 21-7. Kings Mountain easily over Forest View 35-0. Community School of Davidson with a big lead over Winston-Salem Carver 42-0. Freedom leads High Brighton 14-13. Ashbrook 19-8 leading North Gaston. Newton Conover leads 15-7 over East Burke. And East Gaston 21-8 over Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. So those are the scores we have on the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll take a timeout here, a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. A 2-minute timeout here on KTC Broadcasting.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. It's back, the Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th, packed with entertainment including 2 big demolition derbies, October 1st and 8th. Ride Off for Rides will be there with 6 new rides, including The Beast. Shows include Hot Diggity Dog, Act Monsters Chainsaw, Renee Riddle, ventriloquist comedian and singer Sylvia Fletcher, The Victoria Circus, and more. Go online and get your advanced all-day armbands for just $20. The 2022 Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th. For more information, go online at clevelandcountyfair.com.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866.
Run out on halftime. Fortunately, we had an extra length of halftime due to homecoming. Maybe that'll take some of the heat out of both teams. The referees have not moved from the end zone the entire halftime. It'll be interesting to see what reaction we have out of the players Can they keep it under control, or will things spill over again after that crazy ending to the first half? When I come to broadcast a game, all I ask for is give me a good game. The last 3 weeks have not disappointed. 2 weeks ago, we were at West Lincoln. Bandys and West Lincoln went down to the wire. Last week at Lincolnton, Newton Conover. And Lincolnton went down to the end of the game and then some. And now here today, we had one of the craziest finishes to a first half I've seen in a long time, if ever. So both teams have huddled up in opposite end zones. They're keeping them as far apart as possible until they have to. So Bandys has gone to their corner and Lincolnton to their corner. The only thing missing was Michael Buffer at the end of the first half, or Bruce Buffer. I don't know if we had boxing or WWE there, but it was certainly a crazy bit of football. And we're going to get the second half underway here shortly. I think we'll hear a little more crowd noise in this half because they're definitely going to be engaged. So again, we were told from the field, this is the information we have, there will be no ejections at this point. The film will go to Raleigh, videotape. And at that point, if there are any suspensions, they will be levied for next week. So possibly Bandys could be without players for Maiden, and Lincolnton could be without players for West Caldwell. So after all of that, Bandys will get the ball to open the half after the trickeration there at the end. So Peyton Rangel will kick off. Back deep is Justin Oplinger and Scotty Miley.
Peyton Rangel set to kick off to begin the second half.
Lincolnton will be kicking to the left, so they have the breeze at their back.
Justin Oplinger, number 13, Amari Sims are deep for the Trojans.
So here we go. Let's see what the reaction is. Rangel trots up, pounds it, big high, deep kick. Oplinger grabs it at the 2-yard line on the right side. He goes down, tries to avoid a tackle. Good tackle there in the open field by number 19, Corey Watson. And that fires up the Lincolnton crowd. So the return to the 15-yard line is just for 13 yards. Bandys will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line after the short return. Handoff up the middle. Not much there. They get over the 15-yard line. Elliott Spicer with the ball.
Elliott Spicer on the carry for the Trojans.
So he gains 4 yards.
Traylon Bost making the tackle.
Getting him out to the 18-yard line. Traylon Bost with a tackle. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. The Trojans.
2 wide receivers, both to the left. Mix up on the snap count. That'll be a legal procedure on Bandys, and they'll move back 5.
False start against the Trojans.
That's the 5th penalty against the Trojans. Only 2 against Lincolnton. So
marks the ball back
other than the end of the half, it was a pretty
down, 11.
well-played first half. 1 turnover each team. Each punched it in for a touchdown. So a loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 11. Quick pass out to the side. Oplinger's got it. He's not going to go very far. He caught the ball at the line of scrimmage. The Lincolnton defense closed quickly.
Pass complete to Logan Williams.
And he's dropped for no gain.
Ian Stansel making the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Bandys.
So after an opening incompletion, 6 straight completions for Bandys. But they're looking at 3rd and 10 at their own 14. Weston back in the shotgun, throws. He's got a receiver over the middle. Pass is caught. It's Nolan Jones. Jones is across the 25-yard line, and it will be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down. So a gain of 13 on the catch.
Making the tackle.
And it'll be first down for Bandys.
Trojan 26-yard line. A tender recovery. First down.
Now at the 26-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Spicer doesn't get very far. The Lincolnton defense closes in quickly. Possibly a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Elliot Spicer on the carry. Thomas Heath making the tackle.
We'll give him 2 yards on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
1, 2nd down and 9.
Just underway in the second half. We're going to have a late finish here after all the fireworks. 2 wide receivers to the right. Weston in the shotgun. Hands off. Pitches to Nolan Jones, trying to go around the right side. He's met. Nice open field tackle by number 4, Ian Stansel. He had a hold of Jones' jersey, held him up long enough for the rest of the defense to help make the tackle. He gets out to the 30-yard line, so possibly a gain of 2 there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the Trojan 30-yard
So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Low snap. Weston has it, throws a pass. It's caught. It's Nolan Jones. He's got a first down. He was just past the marker.
Nolan Jones. Andre Balst making the tackle.
Goes up, makes the catch, comes down at the 39-yard line.
To the Trojan 40.
So a gain of 9 on that pass.
Recovery. First down, Trojans.
So it'll be another Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Trojans, as they're now out to the 40-yard line. Jones takes the pitch, goes around the left side, cuts it back in a little bit, works his way out to the 44 before he's brought down.
G. Walker on the tackle.
So a gain of 4 for Jones, as he's closing in on 100 yards, currently at 86 for the game. Bandys quickly up to the line, 2nd and 5. Closer to 6. Wesson changes the play. Handoff, it's Jones in the backfield. He stiff-arms Stansel, works his way forward, dives to the 48-yard line. He was chased by Stansel again, and Andre Boss finally came up to help bring him down. So another gain of 4 yards.
48-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Bandys.
And it'll be 3rd and 2, just short of midfield. First possession of the second half. Bandys has already had the ball 4.5 minutes, and they're still in their own end. So a grinding possession here. 1 wide receiver each side, I formation. Weston pitches to Jones. He gets around the outside on the left. Flag comes in late in the play. Jones got around the left side, got to the 40-yard line, but we'll have to see. There was a flag thrown from the near side. We'll have to wait and see what the call was. It was well away from the play. Personal foul against Lincolnton.
Against the Wolves.
And it was well away from the play. The play went to the far side on the left. The penalty was way back here at the hash marks on the right side. Tegan Strutt comes to the sideline pleading his case. Not sure if it was on him or not. But he's out of the game. And they've now marked the ball down to the 33-yard line. First down for Bandys, as they're across midfield and into Wolves territory. Wesson keeps the ball, faked it to Spicer, but kept it around the left side, gets down to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4.
Wyatt Wesson keeps the ball for the Trojans. Peyton Rangel making the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd and 6.
To the Lincolnton 30-yard line.
Ball's on the 30.
Down at 6.
2 wide receivers to the right. Wesson hands off to Jones. He looks inside, breaks it to the outside, tries to get around the corner, but he doesn't get it very far. Ian Stansel with a nice shoestring tackle. Grabbed him around the shoe and wrapped him up and held him to a gain of 1. So good play by Stansel out on the in open territory. So a gain of 1, that should make it about 3rd down and 5. A lot of air horns here on the Lincolnton side. Wesson looks, throws the ball deep. It's underthrown. He's got a receiver down the field. Both players go for it. Ball is tipped and falls harmlessly to the turf. So it'll be 4th down.
Williams is incomplete. Defending on the play was Andre Post for the Wolves.
Pass was intended for number 6, Logan Williams, but it falls incomplete. So 4th and 6, their own 29-yard line. If they were to kick this, it'd be a 46-yard attempt. But Bandys is lining up in their offense. So doesn't look to be a punt. And they take a timeout quick before the clock runs out on the play clock.
Of our 50-50 drawing coming up at the end of this quarter.
So we'll keep it here. It should be a quick timeout. They took it just to avoid the 5-yard penalty.
At the end of this quarter for the drawing.
And we'll see what the Trojans decide to do now. They tried to draw them offside. It didn't work. So they took the timeout. First possession of the second half. 5:28 to go in the quarter, so Bandys has held the ball for 6.5 minutes. They've moved the ball from their own 14 to the Lincolnton 29-yard line, but now are facing 4th and 6.
The ball is on the Lincolnton 29-yard line. It's 4th down and 6.
So Bandys is going to go for it. No sign of Fletcher Harris, their kicker. Wesson in the shotgun, rolls left, looks, throws, passes underthrown. Wesson had to get away with, throw it quickly. His receiver broke to the outside. He threw a straight ball. Falls harmlessly to the turf. And Bandys will turn the ball over on downs.
It's 1st and 10 Lincolnton from their 29-yard line.
So Bandys drives at 57 yards with the opening kickoff, but they stall at the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st down for Lincolnton as they come out in the full house backfield. It's worked well for them before. Handoff up the middle. It's to Ian Stansel. Stansel bursts through the line, gets out over the 35 to the 37. So a gain of 8 on the play for Ian Stansel.
Gain is to the Wolves' 37-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
So 2nd and 3. Again, full house. Again, Stansel right up the middle. He's got an opening. Finally gets met when he gets over the 40-yard line, but not before he gets a Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down for the Wolves.
William Nix on the tackle. It is to the 42-yard line. It's 1st and 10 Lincolnton.
So a 5-yard gain for Stansel gives 1st and 10 for Lincolnton in their own territory at the 42. Quick handoff. This time it's Heath over the left side. Bandys is expecting that. He's met in the backfield by number 54, Samuel Hill.
On the tackle.
Hill wraps him up and slings him down, but not before there's a gain of 3.
Gain to the 45. It's 2nd and 7 for the Wolves.
And Heath is up to 80 yards on the game now. 2nd and 7, 4:20 to go. 27-21, Bandys leads. Handoff up the middle, it's Stansel again. He's met at the line. The rugby scrum moves forward a couple yards. Gets out to the 48-yard line, so he gets 3 out of that.
Tackle made by Moses Anderson.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Gains to the Wolves 48.
Wolves are near midfield. Their own 48. Again, full house. Heath again to the left side. There's an opening. He's gone. He's down the left sideline. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Kamani Heath. 52-yard touchdown run. Heath breaks through the left side.
Touchdown, Lincolnton.
And that ties the game at 27 apiece. So a 52-yard Gates auction touchdown for the Wolves has tied it up. The question is, will they kick the extra point? Or will they go for 2? Well, here comes Peyton Rangel. So they will try the What's Up Shopper, PAT. Boss holding and Rangel kicking.
Andre Boss is his holder.
Snap, hold, and it's blocked. Now Boss picks it up. It was a bad snap. He corrals it, and he goes in for 2. The conversion is good. The snap was low. Boss scooped it up, wasn't able to get it down. He picks it up, runs around the right side, and the 2-point conversion is good. So on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Lincolnton 29, Bandys 27. We'll be back on the high school football game of the week. A 60-second timeout. This is KTC Broadcasting.
Nathan Bean and Mark Wilson are happy to announce the opening of Bean Brothers Hardware and Supply, formerly Carolina Hardware, and they invite you to drop in soon. They have new hours too. Now open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday 6 to 5. You'll still find Husqvarna mowers, trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, and they now are a Skag dealer. Same great selection with more choices, plus pool supplies and chemicals too. Ask about lawn care and landscaping with Bean Brothers Landscaping. So drop by soon, the new Bean Brothers Hardware and Supply, formerly Carolina Hardware, 969 Reeksville Road in Lincolnton. Like them on Facebook too.
What's the best way to explain the golf at Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden? It's world-class golf for the working class. Yes, golf is never better than it is at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden, with special programs for seniors, men, ladies, and juniors, plus a driving range, banquet facilities, and a swimming pool, picnic area, and more. For your team,
Lincolnton, a long kick, wind behind him, it hits about the 2-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Bandys will take over at their own 20-yard line. The last scoring drive, 71 yards, 5 plays for Lincolnton, capped off by the 52-yard touchdown run. So 1st and 10 at their own 20, Bandys, and a flag goes down. And it's a timeout called by Lincolnton. They had too many players on the field. They couldn't get the player off in time, so they take a timeout. Their first of the second half. 3:36 to go. And Lincolnton, after stopping a drive by Bandys, goes down the field, punches in the touchdown, lined up for the point after, but Bost with a smart play, scooping up the low snap, going around right side for 2. 29-27. So this half, Bandys will be going into the wind in the third quarter. Lincolnton has that behind them, so in the fourth quarter, Bandys will have the wind going from right to left. So now
over 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So now we're about to start the possession. 20-yard line, 1st and 10 after the timeout. Bandys coach out to the hash mark, yelling about something. They get him off the field, and now we're ready to play. The temperature on the field is definitely still warm. Weston back in the shotgun, looks downfield. He's got a receiver downfield. He's got him. It's Nolan Jones. He catches the ball. He's trying to outrun the defense to the 20, to the 10. Pulled down at the 5-yard line by Anthony Odom. But there's a flag back at the 49-yard line. I think they're going to call Jones for the push-off. He used his right arm to push off the defender and get a little space. So that will all come back. A 75-yard pass and run down to the 5-yard line. But in my initial view of the play, it looked like Jones pushed off with his right arm, made the catch, but that infraction was caught by the officials. Pass interference on Bandys is the call. So the penalty was at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 19 at that point. Do they mark it off from there or from the play where the play started? And that will be from where the play started, so half the distance to the goal line. It goes in the books. It goes in the books as a 10-yard penalty. But in reality, it's an 85-yard penalty as they lose the 75 yards on the play and the 10-yard penalty. So instead of having the ball 1st and goal at the 5, it's 1st and 20 at their own 10-yard line. Wesson in the shotgun, rolls to his right, looks downfield, throws. He's got the receiver in the open field. That's Cash Obregon. He again goes low and makes the catch. That's 2 times tonight Obregon has gone down and made catches just off the top of the turf. Short gain of 5 on the play.
Gain is to the 15-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 15 from the 15. Wyatt in the shotgun. Spicer in motion. Pass is thrown. Two players for Lincolnton break on the ball.
Wyatt Wesson's pass is incomplete.
Pass was intended for, trying to see here, number 2, Obregon again. But the pass was behind him. And the closest players to it were Andre Bost for Lincolnton and another defensive back. Boss plays cornerback on one side, Antonio Wilson on the other. The other player that looked to be involved in the play was Stancil, number 4. It's 3 wide, Wesson back, pressure up the middle, eludes it. He's trying to get free, rolls out, and he's sacked at the 10-yard line. Tackle in the backfield by Keegan Strutt.
Brings up 4th down and 20.
So to be 4th down, 5-yard loss on the play puts it back to the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th and 20. Fletcher Harris comes on to punt for Bandys, and he will be punting into the wind. Play clock is down to 6. Bandys making a late substitution. They're not going to get this play off in time. Now, that's going to be delay a game or a timeout. Did they call? No, it's going to be delay of game. A 5-yard penalty against Bandys.
Delay of game against the Trojans.
So now it'll be 4th and 25. And Fletcher Harris will be kicking from near the back of his end zone. Harris gets it blocked. Good. Caught by Lincolnton. Kamani Heath catches it, goes in the end zone. The kick was blocked. It went in the air. Caught by Kamani Heath. He runs it into the end zone, but I'm not sure if you can advance a block punt in high school. There are flags down. 2 officials threw them just outside the goal line. The question is what happens on that? So Lincolnton broke through from the far side, blocked the kick by Harris, fell into the hands of Heath, but now what happens? He caught it at the 2-yard line. Walked into the end zone, but we'll have to see what the call is. The block is being credited to number 33, Traylon Bost, flooding in from the right side of the formation. And we're having a lengthy conference. There's also, I'm trying to see what's going on. There may be a player hurt for Bandys, and that's what the delay is. So we've got a block punt. We've got an injured player that's being helped off the field. They're having trouble getting him to the sideline. And now they are saying they're signaling
personal foul, face mask against Lincolnton.
They're okay. The kick is blocked. Now this is confusing as all get out. First signal was touchdown, then they signaled 2 penalties against Lincolnton. If the referees have to write a report after this game, it's going to be longer than War and Peace or Crime and Punishment. It's going to look like a Russian novel. This has just been the craziest game, and we've still got a minute 53 to go in the half, in the third quarter. There's still a long way to go. So the block punt appears to have been run into the end zone by Heath for a 2-yard touchdown.
Clayton Ringel to attempt the point after.
Lincolnton is lining up at the 2-yard line.
The Wolves are lined up to attempt a 2-point conversion.
And will go for 2. Boss drops back into the shotgun. He's got Tegan Strutt next to him. Boss keeps it, goes around the left side, tries to get in the end zone, and he makes it inside the pylon. The conversion is good. So the 2-point conversion is good on the What's Up Shopper PAT. On the First Federal scoreboard, Lincolnton 37, Bandys 27. You're listening to high school football from Lincoln County on KTC Broadcasting. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts too, one big dealer under one big roof. plus a complete parts and service department. Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you and your family. The only thing they fear is the web. Nealon Cole Termite and Pest Control. Call today for their new service special and save $25. Bugs, beware of the web.
Bandys, they're ready to kick off. One of the penalties on the return play was after the touchdown, so 15 yards, backs up the kick to the 25. Rangel bombs one, gets it down to the 15-yard line, catches by Scotty Miley. He goes straight up the middle. He's got an opening. He gets lit up, though, when he gets to the 43-yard line.
Takes the kickoff for the Trojans.
And there's going to be a flag on that play as well. So Scotty Miley takes it at the 10, returns it 32 yards, but we'll see where they start possession after the penalty call.
Penalty marker on the play.
Referees should get hazard pay trying to keep this one under control. Yet another conference.
Face mask against the Trojans.
Penalty is face mask against the returning team, which is pretty unusual. Now they're signaling it's Lincolnton.
Against Lincolnton.
So the penalty's against Lincolnton. So dead ball foul, face mask against Lincolnton. So they'll mark off 15, so it goes from the 41. How far are they going with this one?
It's going to be first and 10 Trojans from the Lincolnton 28.
So were there two flags on that? Because they just marked off a 30-yard penalty. So they get the ball at the 29-yard line. First and 10. Wesson pitches it to Jones. Jones trying to get to the outside. It's strung out well by the Lincolnton defense. And he's going to lose a yard or two. So it had to be two 15-yard penalties as they marked off 30 yards.
Loss is back to the 30-yard line.
So loss of one on the carry by Jones. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the Lincolnton 30-yard line. So 3 wide receivers to the left for Bandys. Wesson in the shotgun, looks left, throws. He's got a catch over the middle. It's Williams.
Pass complete to Logan Williams.
Williams makes the catch, gets inside the 20-yard line, so Bandys is now in the red zone. Gain of 13 on the play.
Gain is to the Lincolnton 16-yard line. Tedder recovery, first down Trojans.
So that's the third catch for Logan Williams for 61 yards. First and 10 Bandys, under a minute in the third quarter. Wesson goes back to pass, throws it over the wrong shoulder. He had Jones open. Jones went towards the post. The pass went towards the corner. It falls incomplete. He's had Jones open out of the backfield most of the night. Lincolnton's had trouble picking that one up. He's got 3 catches, but he could have 5 or 6. The passes just haven't been where they needed to be. So pitch to Jones, works around the left side, gets maybe a yard, stacked up at the line, and pushed back by Kamani Heath and others.
Kamani Heath making the tackle.
He gets to the 21-yard line, or 16-yard line, no gain on the play.
It'll be third down and 10.
Down to 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
16-yard line.
There may be a play before the quarter. I'm not going to speculate. 2, 1. There's the snap. Wesson throws over the middle. Pass is tipped in the air by Lincolnton and caught. Unbelievable. The defender for Lincolnton tipped the pass in the air.
Pass complete.
Number 25, Ian Moore, is laying on the turf in the end zone. Catches the ball when it comes down to him. Touchdown. A Gates auction touchdown for Bandys on a tip pass. And again, with no time on the clock. Bandys trying to run people on the field and off the field. Fletcher Harris on to kick.
Wide Wesson is his holder. Luke Burkett is the long snapper.
Snap is down, kick is up. Harris hammers it through. The What's Up Shopper PAT is good. So now on the scoreboard, at the end of the third quarter, Lincolnton 37, Bandys 34. You're listening to Friday Night Football, Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll take a 60-second timeout on KTC Broadcasting.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincolnton has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincolnton. Call 704-735-2508 and online at nesbitoil.com. Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
Back for the fourth quarter. Harris comes up, low driving kick, bounces about the 20. Picked up by Ian Stansel. Stansel finds an opening, works his way towards the right sideline. He's shoved out of bounds at midfield. Good return by Stansel. About a 30-yard return.
Taken out of bounds by Fletcher Harris.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Lincolnton at midfield to start the fourth quarter.
Going to be 1st and 10 Lincolnton right at the midfield.
Welcome to Bandys High School. This is Lincoln County Game of the Week. I'm Dave Potter. We're now being joined by WOHS in Shelby and WCSL in Gaston County. We've had a fantastic game here. Lincolnton with a 3-point lead in the ball, started the fourth quarter. Pitch goes back to number 33, Traylon Bost. Bost tries the left side, not much there.
Traylon Bost on the carry. Tackle made by Justin Upland.
And we have yet another penalty marker on the field.
Penalty marker on the play.
It's going to be holding on Lincolnton. So the play didn't go very far. Loss of maybe 1, but now they're going to lose 10 yards on the penalty.
Penalties marked off to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 20.
For those of you joining us on the other two stations, I'd try and give you a recap, but it might take most of the fourth quarter. Just understand, they're going to be talking about this game for a long time, especially how crazy it got at the end of the first half. Handoff up the middle. A little bit of yardage there. Carries made by number 9, Caden Smith. He gets back 4 of the yards on the penalty. So to be 2nd and 16, the ball at the Lincolnton 44. Again, if you're just joining us, it's 37-34, Lincolnton with the lead. 10:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Andre Bost in the shotgun. Snap. He keeps it. Looks to go around the right side. Trying to work through traffic. Breaks a tackle at midfield. Gets shoved out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. But a late flag coming in from the field judge in the back.
Braden Brooks makes the tackle.
We'll have to see what that penalty is. You got holding on Lincolnton. And in case you're wondering, we are in the press box, but here in Bandys, that is the Lincolnton side of the field. So that's why there's a penalty against Lincolnton, but you're hearing all the noise. I'm not sure if you can hear the Bandys crowd on the far side. But they mark off 10 yards from the point of the foul.
It's going to be second down and 18 for Lincolnton.
So 2nd and 18. Back on the Lincolnton 43-yard line. Late sub for Lincolnton. They've got 5 wide receivers. Bost in the shotgun alone. Looks, quick pass out to Anthony Odom in the left flat. Odom's got the ball. Works his way up the field, gets to the 49-yard line, close to where they started
for the Trojans.
This possession.
Gain is to the Wolves' 49-yard line. 3rd down and 11.
That's the first pass completion this half for Lincolnton. They've been running the ball quite well. So a gain of 5 on the play.
Congratulations to Michelle Thompson.
And it'll be 3rd and 11, just short of midfield. 10 minutes to go in the game. Boss takes the snap. Being chased out of the pocket, rolls right, looks downfield. He's looking for Stansel down the sideline. Pass is deflected, but falls harmlessly to the turf. Play was made by number 12, William Nix, on the coverage.
The Trojans brings up 4th down.
So it'll be 4th down for Lincolnton and 11.
Peyton Rangel goes into punt position for Lincoln.
One other thing to consider in this quarter, Lincolnton is going into the wind. There's a pretty stiff breeze going from right to left. Lincolnton working into the wind.
For the Trojans.
Bandys will have it at their back, and they have a very good kicker, so if they need a field goal, they'll get a little extra boost. Play clock down to 5, and Lincolnton has to burn their 2nd timeout of the half.
Unofficially, that's their 2nd of the half.
So Lincolnton down to 1 timeout, 9:49 to go in the game. And it'll be 4th and 11. To try and give you a recap of what happened at the end of the first half, there was a touchback with about 30 seconds on the clock. Bandys lined up, took a knee on the first play, and then acted like they were going to go to the sideline. Lincolnton thought that half was over, started walking off the field. Bandys lined up quick with 3 seconds left, snapped the ball, threw an 80-yard catch and lateral for a touchdown, and we got a penalty on the punt. Motion on Bandys. That'll push them back 5 yards. So after a long discussion, the touchdown was good. They go to the extra point. That was blocked. And in the process, a fight broke out between the two teams. So there's no ejections. The tape will go to Raleigh. We'll see if there's any suspensions. So Rangel back to punt, does the Aussie style kick, bounces down the field, goes past the return man. Still bounding down the field. Great kick by Peyton Rangel. It's down at the 9-yard line. So Bandys will be backed up in their own end as they take over possession, 1st and 10. Nice Aussie-style kick. We've seen a lot more of that in the college level. Rangel rolled out to the right, finally kicked it. Justin Oplinger was back for Bandys. He was going to field it, but the way it was bouncing, he let it go, and he got it. That cost them another 15 yards. So 1st and 10 at the 9. 9:44 to go. 3-point deficit for the Trojans. Wesson back to pass in his own end zone. He's sacked. The question is where? The referee says he was not in the end zone when he was hit. So there's a tackle for loss. Loss of 8 yards on the play. He's tackled at the 1 yard line. Very close to a safety for Lincolnton. Of course, the Lincolnton crowd wasn't happy about that call. I'm not sure either side's been real happy here lately. So 2nd and 18, ball on the 1 for Bandys. And we've got a whistle. Too much time. But the ball's on the 1 yard line, so it might be about an 18-inch penalty at best. If they mark it off, there wasn't a whole lot of movement. So Lincolnton, the linebackers up close to the line of scrimmage. Bandys has everybody in pretty tight. Man in motion. Wesson keeps it, tries to follow the left side of the line just to get a little space.
Wyatt Wesson keeps the ball for the Trojans.
And if he got a yard, I'd be surprised.
Keegan Strutt leading the tacklers for the Wolves.
Keegan Strutt makes the stop along with several other Lincolnton players. No gain, 3rd and 18 at their own 1. Wesson back to pass at his own end zone, throws it down the sideline, trying to get Justin Oplinger.
Pass intended for Logan Williams is incomplete.
Logan Williams.
Andre Bost.
But the pass was too wide. It was out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Bandys will have to punt in the shadow of their own goalpost. The last time they punted from their own end zone, it was blocked in return for a 2-yard touchdown by Kamani Heath. Traylon Bost with a block. Heath grabbed the ball out of the air, trotted 2 yards in for the touchdown. Bit of a delay here while they get the kicking ball in. So Fletcher Harris, just in front of the end line, will punt for Bandys. Anthony Odom is back deep, high kick, catches the ball at the 35, goes towards the right sideline, stays in bounds, but now is driven out. Ball comes loose. Are they going to say forward progress? Yes, so Lincolnton will keep the ball, but they'll have good field position on the plus side of the 50.
Going to be 1st and 10 Lincolnton from the Trojan 25.
So the return is to the 25, 10-yard return by Anthony Odom. Lincolnton has it 1st and 10 at the Bandys 25. 8:06 to go. Lincolnton 37, Bandys 34. Lincolnton in the full house backfield. They've been using that a lot tonight. They hand it to Keegan Strutt up the middle. He's got an opening. Rumbles his way down inside the 15-yard line. That'll be another Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down. As Strutt goes up the middle, gets down to the 13, so that's a gain of 12. The full house backfield's been used quite a bit. You got Kamani Heath and Keegan Strutt and Ian Stansel. And they have alternated mostly Heath, but Stansel and Strutt have also been able to get good yardage out of that formation. Lincolnton running the clock down. 7 on the play clock. Full house backfield. Snap. Handoff to Heath over the left side. He's met just past the line of scrimmage. Surges forward for a little bit. It'll be a short gain. as he gets down to about the 16-yard line.
Gelson Hilliard making the tackle.
So gain of 3 on the play for Heath. That's his 19th carry of the game. He's now got 135 yards unofficially. In the first half, when they ran this full house, Lincolnton would get to the line quickly and snap it. Now they're taking their time, letting the clock run down. Boss hands off to Keegan Strutt. He goes over the right side, almost breaks a tackle, but does get down to the 6-yard line.
Keegan Strutt on the carry.
So gain of 4. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
From the Trojans, 6-yard line.
Ball on the 6-yard line. Clock running, 6:23 to go in the game. Lincolnton milking the play clock and the game clock. A touchdown here would make things difficult for Bandys to come back. Full house backfield on the right hash. Handoff up the middle to Keegan Strutt. He surges forward. He gets down to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal. A Turner Hauser Insurance first down. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line
on the carry.
After the gain of 4.
Samuel Hill making the tackle.
So tough yardage there for Strutt. Gain of 4.
Going to be 1st and goal. Lincolnton.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Again, full house backfield on the right hash. 2 yards to go. Hand off to Strutt up the middle. He's straining to get forward. The pile pushes forward, and it's a Gates Auction touchdown for the Wolves. So a 2-yard touchdown for Keegan Strutt on the short field after the punt.
Keegan Strutt of the Wolves.
Finally, the pile gets sorted out. Touchdown Lincolnton. And it'll be 43-34, waiting for the extra point. Extra points are brought to you by whatsupshopper.com. Lincolnton appears they will line up for the extra point. No, they've gone to the full house backfield. They're going to go for 2. Hand off to Heath over the left side, and he is just short. The conversion will be no good. So the score is 43-34 Lincolnton. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting.
Need metal roofing? Then you need to see Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing in Lincolnton. At Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, saving you money. Featuring premium paint systems, painted fasteners to match, and 1 to 2 day turnaround. 29 gauge material in stock with 22 colors to choose from. It's the largest selection of colors in North Carolina. Plus, they will custom cut your length. Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincolnton. Call 980-429-2278. Triad Corrugated Metals is now hiring Class A CDL drivers. Summertime is here, and the Rye guys at Rye Heating and Air in Lincolnton says you can get last-minute full-service maintenance now for just $85. The package is normally $135, but now just $85. You get your entire cooling system evaluated, plus drain cleaning, outdoor unit cleaning, and they will provide you with any options to prolong your system's life and prevent breakdowns. Find out more. Call Rye Heating and Air at 980-389-0008. Online at ryeheatingandair.com. Call today.
Bandys High School, 5:44 to go. Lincolnton with a 43-34 lead. Peyton Rangel, who's done a good job hitting long kickoffs for Lincolnton, will kick off. Back deep, it's Justin Uplinger and Amon Sims. High kick, fielded by Uplinger at the 9-yard line. He comes towards the right sideline, now breaks all the way back over to the left. Sorry, the wrong player. It was Tanner Stewart, number 8, who 8 and 5 look a lot alike. Stewart with a return. Gets it out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bandys from there. Trailing by 9 points, 5:37 to go. Expect Bandys to air it out, which they've done quite well tonight. 4 wide receivers, 2 each side. Weston's back, throws over the middle. He was trying to hit Logan Williams. Williams went a little straighter up the field. Weston thought it was going to be a crossing pattern, and the closest player to that was number 4 for Lincolnton, Ian Stansel, with the ball hit about 3 yards in front of him. So 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Ball on the 25-yard line still. 3 wide receivers to the left of the formation. Weston back to pass. He throws long. He's looking for Cash Obregon. He underthrows Obregon a little bit. That allows Andre Boss, the quarterback, who also plays cornerback, to tip the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
At the end of the play, Boss was grabbing at his calf a little bit. Signals to the sideline, he's okay. So 3rd and 10. 5:29 to go. Play clock already down to 5. Down to 3. Bandys needs to hurry. And they don't get it off. Delay of
timeout.
They get a timeout. So rather than the penalty, Bandys takes a timeout. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. After this 60-second timeout on KTC Broadcasting.
Trojan fans to remain in the stadium to watch the marching band performance and the crowning of our homecoming king.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the
visitor side of the stadium, located beside the band concession stand. Again, Trojan fans are asked to remain in the stands to watch the marching band performance and the crowning of our homecoming king. Lincolnton fans are asked to exit the stadium on the visitor side of the stadium using the gate beside the concession stand. Thank you for your cooperation.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachville Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31. Get your fall plants too. And don't forget about their new big mulch yard. And they now carry ammo and Diablo blades. And just arrived, a big new shipment of Husqvarna mowers for residential and commercial. Plus chainsaws for the arborist. The new Bean Brothers Hardware, 969 Reachville Road in Lincoln. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 to 5 on Saturday.
Looking for your dream.
He hit.
Pass is complete to Nolan Jones.
He gets out to the 35-yard line and then some. It should be a 1st down. Little pushing and shoving along the sideline after the play. So 1st down on the play.
Trojan 35-yard line. Tender recovery, 1st down Trojans.
So the pass is complete to Jones for 10 yards and a 1st down. He got just to the line. Weston back to pass, rolls right, throws, and it's intercepted. He overthrew his receiver, Nolan Jones. Pass was caught by number 20, Kamani Heath. Heath with the interception.
Intercepted by Kamani Heath. 1st and 10, Lincolnton from the Trojan 39.
So the pass is picked off by Heath. But again, we're having another long discussion.
Is $1. Concession stand on sale for $1.
So 5:10 to go, turnover. Lincolnton in business at the 39-yard line of Bandys. 5:10 to go, 9-point lead and the football. Pass was too tall for the intended receiver. Kamani Heath was behind the play. Pass came right to him and he makes the catch. Handoff, or pitch rather, through the right side. Ball is carried by number 4, Ian Stansel. He's a little slow to get up.
Tackle made by Logan Williams.
He makes off the field under his own power. Maybe cramping. He kind of waddled a bit coming off the field. So Stansel with a carry. Gain of 4. Clock running. 4:30 to go. Lincolnton watching the play clock. And even though Lincolnton is in no hurry, they go to the line. Somebody jumps for Bandys. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Free 5 yards.
Penalties marked off to the 30-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and 1.
Second down and 1.
And this score just in. Over at West Lincoln, Bunker Hill wins in overtime. They beat West Lincoln 35-34. So after a 5-0 start for West Lincoln, they run into Maiden and Bunker Hill in consecutive weeks, lose both games like they did last year. 2nd and 1, handoff up the middle, Keegan Strutt. He's got the first down over the 25-yard line. Another Turner Hauser Insurance first down. And the clock will keep rolling after they move the chains. Ball down to the 24, so gain of 6 for Strutt.
Gains at the Trojan 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Lincolnton.
It's been a good strategy here for Lincolnton. The last 2 drives, they've lined up, but then waited for the clock to go down. They've been milking a lot of time off of it. Currently at 3.5 minutes to go in the game with that snap. Boss keeps it, goes up the middle. Not much there.
Luke Burkett's making the tackle.
So the run is by Bost. He gains 3 yards, but his helmet comes off, and I think he'll have to come off the field for at least one play. So now going in to take the snap is number 14, Carson Cloniger. He hands it to Kamani Heath. He goes over the left side, breaks a tackle, still up, still working down the field. He's going to have another Turner Hauser Insurance first down. He gets down to the 12-yard line. So Heath with a gain of 10. And that puts him at 145 yards for the night on 20 carries. So he's averaging over 7 per carry. 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. So Lincolnton can get a first down without scoring. Boss back in the game at quarterback. Fumbles the snap, is reaching for it, but he got it back. And now a late flag. That has happened a lot in this game, especially second quarter and the rest of the second half. So he fumbled the snap, maybe for a gain of a foot, but let's see what the penalty is. Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike conduct against Lincolnton. So since it's a dead ball foul, the play should stand. And now they mark off the 15-yard penalty back to the 26. Clock rolling. 2nd down and 25. Lincolnton in no hurry to snap the ball. Still 13 on the play clock, but they do snap it. Heath takes it, tries to work his way through the left side. It's being held up. Bandy's trying to strip the ball, but Heath hangs on to it for a short gain.
It's going to be 3rd down from the 24-yard line.
So gain of 2 on the play. Clock rolling. Just 90 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 23 from the 24-yard line. Again, Lincolnton can get a 1st down. Play clock at 5. And Lincolnton will burn their final timeout of the 2nd half with a play clock down to 2. You're listening to the Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout on KTC Broadcasting.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachville Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31. Get your fall plants too. And don't forget about their new big mulch yard. And they now carry ammo and Diablo blades. And just arrived, a big new shipment of Husqvarna mowers for residential and commercial. Plus chainsaws for the arborist. The new Bean Brothers Hardware, 969 Reachville Road in Lincolnton. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6 to 5 on Saturday.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina.
It's grass planting time. Time to head to the new Bean Brothers Hardware on the Reachville Road in Lincolnton with grass seeds by Lesco, Top Choice, and Kentucky 31.
Andre Boss keeps the
So
ball.
3rd down and 23 for Lincolnton. Bost keeps the ball, goes around the right side, running some time off the clock before he slides down just inside the boundary line. Keeps the clock going. We're under a minute. He got down to the 21-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play. But a smart play by Bost to slide down before he goes out of bounds. Difference on the play clock of about 28 seconds, or game clock. So Lincolnton's going to let it run down. They have no timeouts. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty. So delay of game on Lincolnton.
The Wolves.
So they mark off the 5 yards, but the important thing is there's 26.7 seconds left in the ball game. Lincolnton with a 9-point lead, but it is 4th down. I don't think they'll run around for 26 seconds to kill the clock, but it'll be interesting to see what play they do run here. Peyton Rangel is out on the field. He's their punter. But he's not lining up as a punter. So Boss takes a snap, hands it off to Ian Stansel. He works his way over the right side.
Pitch back to Ian Stansel.
He'll get down to the 21-yard line, but he's going to be way short of the 1st down. Lincolnton will turn it over on downs.
Ball goes over on downs.
And Bandys will have the ball at their own 21-yard line. 21 seconds to go.
21-yard line.
And down 9 points. So again, 21 seconds. Bandys with the ball at the 21. They've got 3 wide receivers out to the wide side of the field on the right. Tanner Stewart in the backfield. Takes the pitch from Wesson. He works his way around the right side, turns it up. He gets close to the first down before he's brought down.
Tackle made by Caden Smith.
Gain of 8 on the play, but 5, 4, 3, and that is the ball game. So the final score, Lincolnton 43, Bandys 34, and I have the feeling this was arranged beforehand. The teams are just going to their locker rooms. There will not be a lineup in the center of the field. Probably a smart play by the officials. So again, the final score, Lincolnton 43, Bandys 34. You're listening to Lincoln County Game of the Week. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout on KTC Broadcasting.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. It's the first electric SUV for everyone. Classic Volkswagen is a Carfax top-rated dealer and the winner of the 2022 Consumer Satisfaction Award. You can even buy online. And be sure to check out their selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit the website at classicvwgastonia.com. But better yet, drop by soon. 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. That's Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. It's back, the Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th, packed with entertainment including 2 big demolition derbies, October 1st and 8th. Right Off Rides will be there with 6 new rides, including The Beast. Shows include Hot Diggity Dog, Act Monsters Chainsaw, Renee Riddle, ventriloquist comedian and singer Sylvia Fletcher, The Victoria Circus, and more. Go online and get your advanced all-day armbands for just $20. The 2022 Cleveland County Fair, September 29th through October 9th. For more information, go online at clevelandcountyfair.com.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincolnton. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you.
On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Lincolnton 43, Bandys 34. First Federal with locations in Lincolnton, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. What a wild ball game we had here. Lots of scoring, lots of emotion, and lots of penalties. One side going home happy, one side going to homecoming. So, time now for the Stadium Postgame Show, brought to you by United Bank, with locations in Lincolnton, Boger City, Denver, and Vale. So, to do a quick recap of the game, that is not possible. In the first quarter, both teams scored, so that made it 7-7. Then he traded touchdowns again in the early part of the second quarter. Then Bandys took the lead 21-14 on a 4-yard touchdown run by Nolan James. And then just before the half, Bost hit Anthony Odom with an 11-yard touchdown pass that tied it up at 21. And then the fun began. After a touchback, Bandys had the ball at their own 20. They took a knee on the first play, and the clock was running. There was more time on the play clock than on the game clock. So Bandys started moving towards their sideline slowly. Lincolnton assumed they weren't going to run another play, and they ran out on the field heading off for halftime. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter, suddenly Bandys runs back out, lines up quick, snaps it with 3 seconds, and they throw a pass over the middle to Cash Obregon. He laterals at midfield to Justin Oplinger. Oplinger goes the final 50 yards down the left sideline. He's in the end zone, touchdown, and no time left on the clock. That started a lot of controversy. After a very long discussion with both coaches, and especially with Lincolnton coach David Byrd, the touchdown was signaled, and Bandys came out to kick the extra point. The extra point was blocked, and afterwards, players from both Bandys and Lincolnton squared off at the line of scrimmage. There was a lot of pushing and shoving, coaches running on the field trying to sort things out, referees trying to sort things out. And that ended the half with Bandys with a 27-21 lead. For those of you that didn't join us earlier, no one was kicked out of the game, but the tape of the fracas will go to Raleigh, and they will evaluate if there'll be any suspensions. Next week, Bandys goes to Maiden. Lincolnton hosts West Caldwell, so we'll see if any players are going to miss those ball games. That'll be determined after tonight, after they view the tape. So that made it 27-21 at the half. Lincolnton went down and scored on a 52-yard touchdown late in the third quarter. Then they blocked a punt. Kamani Heath takes the carom out of the air, goes 2 yards into the end zone, 37-27. Then Bandy scores on a crazy play. Pass over the middle's tipped. Ian Moore is laying on his back in the end zone. The ball comes down to him. He was the intended receiver, makes the catch, and it's a touchdown. But a late touchdown run by Teagan Strutt, 5:44 to go in the game. The 2-point conversion is no good. It's 43-34 Lincolnton, and that's the final score. So that is your recap of the game, brought to you by Kiever Pharmacy in Lincolnton. And now for some awards out of that craziness. The sub of the game. And that's going to be difficult because a lot of people came in and did well, but the sub of the game, he doesn't normally carry the ball very much. He does more blocking. We'll give that to Keegan Strutt. He does a lot of blocking for Kamani Heath. And then in the second half, he got quite a few carries, and he got some tough yardage. Ended up with 8 carries for 35 yards, but he was getting 4 yards on every carry in the second half. So Teagan Strutt is our Subway of Boger City sub of the game. Our offensive player of the game, we'll go with a player off Bandys for that. Nolan Jones did a little bit of everything. He caught 4 passes for 44 yards, and he was their leading ball carrier, 14 carries for 90 yards. So he's going to be the offensive player of the game. Our defensive player of the game, we're going to give that to the entire Lincolnton defense in the second half. The only touchdown they gave up was on a tip ball, and that was after a short field possession. So they really shut down Bandys quite well in the second half. We don't have the totals on that, but we'll give the Triad Corrugated Metals defensive player of the game to the Lincolnton defense. And finally, our Rye Heating and Air overall player of the game goes to Kamani Heath. Heath had 21 carries for 147 yards. He had a 52-yard touchdown in there. Plus, after Traylon Boss came in and blocked a punt, he caught the ball out of the air at the 2-yard line, walked into the end zone, and that gave Lincolnton a 10-point lead at that point, and that pretty much salted the game away. Bandys went and got a touchdown, but another one by Lincolnton gave us the final margin of 9 points. So your overall Rye Heating and Air player of the game, Kamani Heath of Lincolnton. So again, the final score, On the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Lincolnton 43, Bandys 34. We thank you for joining us for the Lincoln County Game of the Week. This is David Potter. We thank you for joining us. Tonight's game was a production of KTC Broadcasting. Next week we are scheduled to be at Lincolnton. Again, that may change. Schedules tend to do that. Next week, Lincolnton plays at home against West Caldwell. Friday night at 7:30. Thank you for joining us, and good night.